Yay, finally fixed. Jeez. I didn't think that was ever going to work. Finally got it. Yeah, for some reason my stream keys changed, and I don't know why it changed. That's like never happened before, like in the middle of a stream. So I may have hit reset. What's up, guys? I see a lot of new faces. I'm here. What's up, Blue Topaz? Hey, Whitney. Hey, Wicked Gaming. Hey, Carla. Hey, Amanda. Thank you. It's not done yet. This is only step 1. She couldn't do any more. She couldn't go any lighter yet because I was going from so dark. So 2 weeks, I have another appointment to get it real blonde. Yeah, a lot of you guys haven't seen it. Hey, Heather. What's up, James? Hey, Phyllis. Ah, thanks, GB. Yeah, I should have gone earlier. I didn't realize how many people like were gonna go at the exact same time. But what can you do? A lot of, it's still though, a lot of people on my other channel still don't know about this channel. And we're close. We're only like 250 people away from hitting that 1,000. I already have the 4,000 hours. I gotta get this channel monetized. Yeah, I went lighter, Heather. Hey, Republican Ash. I did. I colored it. You're going lighter too? What's up, Janelle? So, yeah, I'll give it a minute for more people to come in because I know a lot of people are live tonight. I know Iracozy is going right now. Hey, Atria. Hey, Main Vegan. Hey, Jason. So, yeah, we got to definitely spread the word. Hey, Louie Crack. 3 a.m. and you waited up for me? Aw, you're so sweet. Aw, Britt. You guys are awesome. So, I've been on, like, this project room clean or a house clean before spring cleaning starts. Oh, my God. My room looks like a bomb dropped through it 10 times. Thank you, Republican. It's not done yet. It's only half done. It's still a little strawberry-ish. Hair, my job, life. Lighter, much better. This color is not done. This color is still too strawberry-ish. But going from black, she had to. Oh, Iracozy did just finish? That's cool. Oh, Yuisha, it's horrible. Horrible. I put in one bookshelf and I had to redo my entire room. I mean, like, really redo it. I pulled stuff out. I got stuff everywhere. It's insane. Thank you, Angel. Actually, my hairdresser, the colorist, we were talking. I was in there for like 6 hours. We were talking and she likes true crime. She watched Making a Murderer. So I gave her the channel. And then I told her, I said on Saturday's video, because I got it done Saturday, I said, just to let you know, at this point, this was on Sunday, I said, I have over 2,000 views, and every single comment is directed at my hair. So just so you know, she's like, oh, I'm going to go check it out. So she subbed. Oh, I know. It's horrible. Plus the kids and everything else. It's been a nightmare. Plus I've been on a shopping spree, which ended today. Hey, Warrior. Warrior Grandma. I like that. So I'm going to get right into Making a Murderer because a lot of people, I mean, it's actually really exciting. I know some of you guys were over at Iracozy, so you kind of know what's going on, but I listened to him for a couple minutes and I didn't get a good feel for what he was saying, but I also don't want people to get too excited over this. And what I mean by that is that, Tria, that's funny. Is that it is exciting, but it's only about the bones. I don't want people to be misconstrued that like now he's getting an evidentiary hearing and everything else. all this means, and I mean, it's exciting for the Supreme Court. I keep saying Supreme Court. It's exciting that the appeal court are finally doing something in his favor. Like, yay, it's about time. And it almost seems like they're kind of sick of it too. Like, they're really getting sick of, you know, this being dragged out and dragged out and dragged out. So basically, when I first read it, like I said in the video, when I first read it, I'm like, all right, this is going to be another bullshit thing. Judge Bitch is going to say, fuck this. You're getting denied, yada, yada, yada. But then when I really, really read it, I'm like, oh my God, this is big. Like, the Supreme Court not only justified giving them, you know, telling Zellner that it goes back to the district court or circuit court, but they also said that any file that anything that Zellner files for the bones gets a trial. Not a trial, but it gets the process. I forgot how we put it, but the process is in court, you know, will be heard in court. So that's pretty awesome. That's like, wow. It's like the first step. But on the flip side, I don't want anyone to think, yay, this means he's getting out or they're going to, you know, go about the bones. And what I really want to talk about tonight is, one, if anyone had any questions, like I spoke to one of the Patreons and my wonderful mod, Katrina, or as we know her, Rainbow, I was going to say Rainbow Warrior. Katrina, I totally just forgot your name. Rainbow Wrench. And, you know, she was asking me some questions about it. So I wanted to do this live based on if you guys had any questions, and just to not get you guys too excited, like this means it's going to get out, because it's not. I really firmly believe the state is going to do whatever they can to hide it. I think the state is going to do whatever they can to make sure that Zellner doesn't win. And like the difference between this and like a regular court, you know, like regular case, is that most times the lawyer is from that state, many times from the same county or whatever. So what happens is, you know, the lawyers have to go up to that judge again. And, you know, a lawyer has to face that judge again. Zellner's never going to face these judges again. So, you know, I think that they definitely are not going to give her what she wants. I think they're going to lie, cheat, and steal or do whatever they want. And I really think that everybody needs to get out of their head that there's logic or justice that's going to happen. I think we're going to see an overhaul of scam and lies and deceit. And I don't know if Zellner's going to be able to fight it or not. Because when you have a judge in your back pocket, it's golden. Like, you are just golden. But when you don't have that judge in your back pocket, it's going to be a lot harder. So I think the judge is going to be just like with the state, and they are just totally going to annihilate any chance that we think is so obvious. But I could be wrong. I think that's the way this is going to go. Hey, Kayma, I'm sorry I wasn't watching the chat. Hey, Herbie Herb, after like 10:15, I'm going to discuss everything that went on with you guys today and all the other drama. But first, let's make it a murderer. Whitney, I'm hoping for. Boot out Judge Suck. I mean, I call her Judge Bitch. Some people are thinking it's going to go federal. Some people are thinking that it might go federal or get a different judge if she recuses the judge. But I found it really interesting that, you know, even the appeal court, and I could pull it up if you guys want. I've been going like on my own. Even the appeal court, I keep saying, appeal court. I was going to say Supreme Court. Even the appeal court basically said, you know, that when the state answered, they didn't actually address anything that Zellner had, which technically they don't have to, according to the law. But it sounds like the Supreme Court kind of wanted an answer. So, I mean, the good news is the impression I got from the Supreme Court is they're kind of curious, too, why the state gave away bones in the middle of an appeal. That's the impression that I got. that's how I read it, that, you know, they can't really do much at this point, but they definitely want to hear why. And I also heard that people were asking, like, can Zellner, oh, what was the question I saw? Oh my God, now I'm like brain dead. I think it was something like, can Zellner, fuck, I totally forgot. So I saw a question somewhere in one of the groups, and it was about this, and I completely just went brain dead and forgot. I apologize. I'll think of it sooner or later. Well, comrade, you know what? It does give him justice, because at least Zellner can get into court for something. You know, it was starting to look like she's never going to get into court, but now at least she's getting into court, and the Supreme Court is also kind of curious, like, what's going on with her? You know, what's going on with this? Like, why would you do that? The thing that scares me, though, and it just happened in Wisconsin, and I had said this on the video I just made, and I believe the video I made on it, police corruption, was in December. I want to say November or December, but I'm pretty sure it was December, during the 12 days of Christmas. And, you know, I think it was Kewanee, I know some with a K, Kewanee, Wisconsin, got in so much trouble from the appeal courts for being shady, for lying, for planting evidence, like doing everything. And nothing happened. They got a slap on the wrist. So, you know, it makes me wonder if this new governor is going to change that. If, you know, the appeal court said that you're absolutely despicable, disgusting, and everything else, are you going to actually change it? Like, is something going to be done about it? Or is just going to get a slap on the wrist and that's it, and mosey on out your day? So I don't know what's going to happen, but it'll definitely be interesting to see how it's going to turn out. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's 2 steps forward. Sounds like they're sick. They are, Katie, and they actually said that. Let me pull up the appeal so I can read you guys, like, exactly what he said. I don't know why I didn't have it up to begin with, honestly. I'm, like, trying to do everything by memory. I'm like, why am I doing everything by memory if I don't have to? Let me move you over here. Okay. Brady, you sent it to me. I can look for yours. A couple of people sent it to me. Like, have you seen this? Oh, Brady, you just sent me the small one. All right. I'll go to my wall. Ziggy, yes, I just saw that. Freak. Send me John Travolta dancing. All right. Let me pull it up. Okay, so second paragraph, state has filed an objection to Avery's remand motion on the ground that it constitutes a new and separate action, which is unrelated to the orders Avery presently appeals in, is unnecessary to the resolution of his pending appeal, and would result in unnecessary delay in litigation. So the state's objection points out that this is, in effect, Avery's third remand request. Now, this is where the Supreme Court is on our side. The state's objection does not address the merits of Avery's claimed statutory and constitutional violations, and it has not responded to Avery's supplemental filings alleging the possible destruction of evidentiary items, which it appears the parties previously agreed to preserve. That's major. Like, if there's one thing to pull out of this, is that part right there is major. The the appeal courts wanted an answer, and they wanted to know basically why Avery, and why the state hasn't answered. So that's in our favor. Then they go on to say that the state suggests the appeal is languishing, and that if Avery wishes to pursue new claims outside the scope of blah, 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 post-conviction orders presently on appeal, he could dismiss the pending appeal or wait until its conclusion to file its new claims. As to the former, Avery understandably disagrees, aware that dismissing this appeal would preclude review of the underlying orders entered to date. So, Falcon, if you're listening, there's your answer. Having considered the party submissions, we determined that the best course of action is to grant Avery's motion to stay the appeal and remand under Wisconsin Stat 808-075 for action upon specific issues. As the state response acknowledges, the decision to remand is left to the court's discretion. Though we are not required to remand, we determine that this procedure strikes an appropriate balance given the specific circumstances of this case. Due to this case's extensive history, there is a benefit to having existing claims developed or litigated while they're relatively fresh. That basically says that I was wrong, and I'll admit it. Why is there a bug in my room? A flying one at that. That Zellner did the right thing, which, I mean, I'm not saying that, I knew more than her because I didn't, but she did do the right thing by filing this immediately. The appeal courts basically said she had to. And I'm sorry if I'm not answering anything in chat. I can't see it at the moment because I'm reading this. So the responses that they gave were, it's ordered that this appeal is remanded forthwith to the circuit court to permit Stephen Avery to pursue a supplemental post-conviction motion raising claims for relief in connection with the state's violation. That right there, when I read that, I mean, I literally read this like 15 times. When I first read that, I'm like, this is bullshit. It's done. They're going to deny it and blah, blah, blah. It is further ordered that any supplemental post-conviction motion shall be filed in the circuit court within 14 days, which I would imagine Zellner has this prepared already. Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. Somebody asked, can she ask for an extension? She can. I would hope she has this ready, though. Like, like in sales, you assume the sale. I would assume that she was, assume the sale on this, that she was going to do it, that she was going to get, what she got. It is further ordered that the circuit court shall conduct any proceedings necessary to address the claims raised in the supplemental post-conviction motion and shall enter an order contaminating its findings and conclusions. When I read that, it kind of negated everything that I read prior to that, because that right there says, yes, you will get a new trial, and the judge, whoever is the judge, will have to submit findings and conclusions. So the appeal court is interested in seeing those answers. It is further ordered that if a party intends to order a transcript of any post-conviction hearing, blah, 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 they should file whatever. That's not important. It is further ordered circuit court shall retransmit the record of this court within 20 days after the later of the entry of the circuit court order deciding the supplemental post-conviction motion or the filing of any post-remand hearing transcript if ordered. The record shall include any papers or files. It is further ordered that the appeal is stayed until the return of the record following remand. So now I'm going back to you guys. If you guys aren't sure what I just read or what all that meant, that basically just states Travis is here. Doesn't agree that language means she has to do whoa. Travis, you're way late to the party. I already said that this does not mean an evidentiary hearing, that all this means is that they get a hearing for the bones. That's all I said. I never said anything about an evidentiary hearing. As a matter of fact, when I started this, I said that this does not mean that he's getting an evidentiary hearing. It has nothing to do with that. So, just wanted to put that out there, Travis. That's okay, Robbie. You could do both. But it is pretty exciting in that respect. Hey, Kelly Cal. So if you guys just joined, in a nutshell, just to reiterate what happened, Avery, Zellner finally got some good news that the Supreme Court, not Supreme Court, the appeal court, kind of wants to know why the bones weren't there either. And they are sending them to court, but court is only for the bone issue. The appeal is being stayed, which basically just means that it's on hold. It's not changing. It's, you know, they're going to wait for the results of this before they go for a further. So in essence, Zellner has some time with the appeal because they want this answered first. This could take a couple of months, you know, by the time trial's over and everything else. So it's actually really good stuff. It's not Judge, it's Judge Bitch. That's her name, Judge Bitch. What's up, Best Nail? But an insider source in Wisconsin did tell me that a federal judge told him that he was going to end up taking over the case. So I can tell you that much. I can't tell you anything more at this particular moment, but that's what I was told from a reputable insider in Wisconsin. And that's swear my kids. But I just can't give any more info than that because I don't know anymore. But a federal judge spoke to this person, and that's what he was told, that he pretty sure that he's going to end up taking the case. So that's all I know for now, though. That's what I was told. And that's true. That's true. That's what I was told. That I don't know if it's a federal and state judge. I don't know that much about it. But somebody did tell me, a reputable person told me that there's this federal judge he was talking to. He doesn't know if he's federal going down to state or what's going on or if she's recusing. But he did say that he's been looking into the case because he's most likely taking it over. That's all I know. Hey, Sarcasm. So a ruling by Judge S has to be done within 60 days. Yeah, but the thing is, though, judges, lawyers, well, not judges. Judges can do whatever the fuck they want. But lawyers always get extensions. It's kind of the way of the court. Like, they use those numbers as a guideline, you know, but they also understand that lawyers are busy. They have other cases, you know, an emergency could come up and someone they thought was, you know, their client who was going for theft is now charged with double homicide, and that takes away from their current case. So that's why they're allowed extra time. And like every lawyer asks for extra time, especially in such a big case. I know it'll be wonderful to be able to reread the Q&A without having to dig through hundreds of tweets. Yeah, right? Thanks, Amy. It's not done yet, though. This is only step 1. Step 2 is in 2 weeks. It's still too reddish. It's like orangey. So that is the, like, what I had to tell you guys. Thank you, guys. So now, if you guys have any questions, please ask. Thank you, Kim. I do know my stuff. I don't regurgitate news stories. I don't regurgitate anything. Like, I read the information. I determine it. Sometimes I'm wrong. Most of the time I'm right lately. Despite the shit that I hear from it. And I understand the law. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know, like, intricate details. I know general terms. I know the way things generally work. But because I personally represented myself in 3 Supreme Court appeals in my custody fight, I kind of know how it all works and the wording. And I learned a lot over 6 years. I like when you were larger on the screen so I can look at your necklace. I can make it larger. How's that? Better? There you go. I'm larger. How will this affect Dassey? Emer, it really doesn't affect Dassey at this particular point. Because, I mean, obviously if Steven gets out, then, you know, it raises Brendan's chances. But because they were charged with 2 completely different crimes, under completely different circumstances for the exact same crime, it really isn't a definitive, like, one will get out without the other. I kind of think, I was thinking about this one night going to sleep. I kind of think that the state, because they know Brendan didn't do anything, and he didn't do anything like on the narrative that they say. So I was kind of thinking about it one night that I'm wondering if the state did 2 separate trials like that and, didn't make them co-defendants and had them separate for that exact reason. If Brendan gets out, doesn't mean Steven's going to get out. I don't think that even they thought that Steven would get out first and then Brendan would be all alone. I could be wrong. It's just a thought that I've had recently. Thank you, Kelly Cal. But if the bones are ruled out, doesn't that validate Brendan's confession? I don't know, actually. What do you think about Wisconsin government leaning left? Thank you, K Mello. To be honest with you, I don't know how much pull the governor truly has to like let them out. Oh, you know what? You guys can't see my little guy. Hold on. All right, next time someone subs, you're gonna see that. You're gonna see a little monster. All right, Brady, just so you know, I ordered a ring light. It'll be here Thursday because everyone's saying that my lighting is off. It's like a $5 Walmart light with like 3 really, really super bright light bulbs. But I ordered a ring light. So there, Brady. To be honest with you, I'm not sure he can pardon. I want to say yes, but I don't know. Avery was always target. So I was thinking about it one night and I'm like, you know what? I was trying to figure out like how they got away with doing 2 separate trials, 2 separate circumstances for the exact same crime. It just didn't make sense. And I was trying to think of like racking my brain of all these different reasons why it would happen. Like, why would they do that? And then I realized I know why they would do it. Duh. They would do it because they had to do it, because that's exactly what that's exactly what they thought, is that Brendan was going to get out soon, but at least Avery would still be in jail. But it's probably going to go the opposite. Probably. I can't say definitely. I'll say probably. But if Steven isn't charged with the crime, then, I mean, if Steven gets out, it's logic. There's not even evidence against Brendan, who implicated Steven and had this whole story. So, I mean, logically, you would think it would be much easier to get him out, but who knows? Yeah, so figure skating, you are correct, but I don't know if it works because I have 2 different Googles open. I have to see if it's going to work or not. But I do have a call-in number. If it works, it's going to be 612-PURPLEX. But it's a Google Voice number. So if anyone wants to call, you got to let me know ahead of time so I can set up Google Voice, open up Google Voice under that email. Travis, say it again. There's a Supreme Court of Wisconsin election on 4/2. So if you live in Wisconsin, please register to vote and please vote on 4/2. There you go. Wisconsin has an election coming. Daisy just said it. Yep. Travis just reminded everyone, which is a big deal. I like to encourage fellow Wisconsinites to get informed and vote. And I know that the person that I spoke to that told me that information, he was probably at this thing where he met this judge because he said something about an election coming up. And a governor in Tennessee pardoned Setona Brown for killing her sex trafficker. I would kill a sex trafficker too. Fuck yeah. If Zelma gets a new trial and replaces Steven's name with Bobby's and Brendan could still be in hot water. Yeah, but you have to prove that Bobby did it. Zellner is not out to prove that somebody else did it. She's not going to. I know that she originally said she was going to, but she's not going to. That's kind of obvious. She doesn't care who the real killer is if she can get out Steven another way. She doesn't care who the real killer is. Hey, Chase. Whatever you do, don't vote conservative. I'm sorry, but the only conservative judges I want are federal Supreme Court. So couldn't they be pardoned? Yeah, but there's... All right, so to think logically, I don't know if Brendan's attorneys would take an Alford plea. I really don't. I'm not sure. I know Zellner won't. But knowing that Steven has been wrongfully convicted twice... One for 18 years, and let's say this one goes for 15. So over half his life, he's been incarcerated falsely. He ruined his entire life. Do you really think the governor of the state that he's going to sue their ass off is going to just let him out? No problem? I don't think so. I really don't. I know, Janelle, you could slow down on the links. You don't have to post them every 5 seconds. Although I appreciate it. Relax. Now I know who to crank call. Yeah, right? It's already been 15 and I mean, I guess I can answer it from my cell phone. If I knew where my cell phone was. Yeah, it was hard getting that number. That's why I had to use that one. I had to use Google Voice. Pardon means you have to admit your guilt and then you get second chance. It's not what I think you would do. Oh, when you pardon, it means you're guilty? No. Really? I didn't know that. I know that an Alford plea, you have to plead guilty. I didn't know pardon. I thought pardon means you're innocent. Both candidates, Supreme Court, are in District COA, and both are on Steven's panel. It is a big deal. All right. Yes, I did forget to print it out. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Janelle. It's an Alford plea. Could they do a pretty mind settlement, a condition of pardon? I have no idea, Rainbow Wrench. No idea what that even is. Pardon can be for actual innocence. Exoneration means innocent. Well, exoneration means innocent, totally. Commutation can be time served. Just open it and copy and paste. I think pardon sets the conviction aside. Yeah, it does. Pardon does set the conviction aside. But maybe states are different. Governor has power in Wisconsin, can commute or pardon. Yeah, but they're not going to. They're not going to just let Avery walk out of prison. Oh, yeah, here, we're going to pardon you so you could sue us for $20 million. Yeah, okay. I'm with you. Take out all sex traffickers and sick child dildos. I totally agree. Predetermined settlement. Oh, okay. Predetermined settlement. They can, but it would still be in millions upon millions. This is about Brendan getting a pardon if Avery gets out. If it is for innocent, it has to be stated innocent on the pardon. If not, guilt in some measure is implied. Yeah, I really don't know anything about pardons. I mean, I know like what they are, but technically I don't know much about them. Speaking of, what do you guys think about MJ allegations? Who's MJ? Michael Jordan. No. Who's MJ? My feet are swollen. It depends on who the defendant are, who determines who settles. Okay. Have a great topic for you to cover someday. This new, I guess, fad of child drag queens. I will talk about that after 10:30 or after 10:15. To get a pardon, you have to show remorse, since Steven won't do that ever. Well, he's not going to show remorse if he didn't do anything. Keep sharing her YouTube to raise awareness. She's 100% correct. They will not admit they are wrong here in Wisconsin twice. Michael Jackson's dead. Hey, Tara. KML, it depends on the state and the type of pardon. Yeah, I didn't even know there were types of pardons. I just thought you get, like, pardon. Patty Hearst was pardoned without admitting anything. He was never changed his story. No, he hasn't changed his story. As far as we know. Were their teeth on the bones? Have they ever compared to Carmen and TH? I don't know, but I don't believe Carmen is involved. I wouldn't be surprised about the sex allegations against MJ. Why is MJ coming up? Michael Jackson's been dead for years. Thank you, Anonymous. Hey, Eric Cozy. No, I'm serious, though. I don't know why Michael Jackson's coming up. Someone asked if you think he's a pedophile. It doesn't matter. He's dead. Being a case so high profile and polarizing, I don't think the governor would get involved. I don't think so either. It's a movie on HBO. Okay. New victim has come forward. Yeah, but you know what? I can say Michael Jackson molested me. It doesn't matter. He's dead. If he can't defend himself. Yeah, but anybody can say it. The Big E is in the house. I'm sorry, Cozy. We get a kick that somebody called you the Big E. We joke around about it all the time. Humiliated me. Get your checkbook out. Exactly what I'm saying, Travis. The man's dead for years. Anybody can say that he molested me. You know what? Ted Bundy raped me. What does it matter? He's dead. Yeah, so Irikoze, I just want to let you know that. Me and my Patreons do laugh at the Big E joke. So I just want to let you know that in case anybody says anything, I'm telling you point out blank in a video. So forever you will be the Big E. Thanks to Karen. On OJ. Yeah, they also had a series. They have a lot of series. They have some good stuff, though. At least they used to. I don't watch them that much anymore. You know what they say about a man with a big E? He is the Big E, I know. But you know how, like, there's so much drama on YouTube right now in our other community. So I just, you know, but you guys know me. I mean, if I say something about somebody, I'll tell you right to your face. So we always joke and laugh about the Big E. So I'm just letting Irikoze know. Amanda, it's true though. I don't talk shit about people. If I have something to say, I'll tell them. Or if I'm afraid that somebody might take it the wrong way, you know, or think like, oh, we're talking about you, I'll just tell them point out blank. The Big E, see? It's catching on, Irikoze. Irikoze, the Big E. The Big E man. I forgot who said it originally. But Karen saw it. We were cracking up. I know all my Patreons are laughing right now. Because they know it. If you're not willing to say it to the face, shouldn't be saying it. That's exactly right. Oh, it was in a comment and a live. I'll be a Patreon on the 1st. Oh, that's awesome, Tara. You'll get our crazy-ass chat. It is so true. How the hell can you beat literally a dead horse? Exactly. I mean, I never cared for Michael Jackson at all, but the bottom line is the man's dead. Anybody can say anything. That was some scary shit those YouTube ladies had to endure for just having the channel. The lady from Texas. Huh? Travis, what do you mean? Oh. Ooh, Travis is watching Mandy. You'd say the Big E because he's the man. Yeah, we have fun in Patreon chat. It's crazy, though. Yeah, Travis is watching Mandy. You see Mandy's belly dance? It was awesome. Big E did a replay. They give you the big O. It's a couple of guys who are trying to get money, just like the man rest. He's dead. Exactly. And, like, I never cared for Michael Jackson at all. I always thought he was freaky. But, I mean, just like any other victim or just like any other dead person, the man's dead. Now that MJ is worth more dead than alive, all the freaks who want... Exactly. I might say talk about someone before I get a chance, but best believe I have no problem telling them straight to their face. And also, too, though, I mean, if somebody is talking about somebody, I'll take that hit. Like, if one of my Patreons has a problem with somebody, I'll be the one to say it. You know, like, I protect my Patreons 100%. Yes, the belly dance was awesome. All right, so before we get sidetracked, does anyone have Making a Murderer questions? Because I don't want to get sidetracked before it's too soon. Nope. All right, Whitney, go for it. I'm all about rock and roll, more classic rock. Do you have Zellner's home number? No, I don't have Zellner's home number. I don't even have her office number. The lanyard in the car, did it have DNA on it? I don't believe it was ever tested. Any more talk about that misplaced phone call? No, but you want to know something, Crow Friend? Honestly, when I read it on paper, it seemed so much worse. When I heard it, it was nothing. Like, when you actually hear the call, it's casual. It's not scared, like, oh my God, don't call her back. You know, it really gives you the difference between, like, how you can take a text wrong or something like that. So, I mean, once I heard it for myself, it was nothing. It was not a big deal at all. But on paper, it looked a lot worse. So what happens next with KZ? Sorry if I missed it. KZ is going to get a trial, not an evidentiary hearing or anything, but she is going to get a trial about the bone. Not a trial. She's going to be able to go into court. She's going to get a court date with the bones, about the bones. Yeah, Zellner's in Downers Grove. Recap of what happened today, please. All right. Another recap is that the appeal court seems to be on Zellner's side about these bones, and they give the impression that they are kind of curious why the state gave away the bones when they were under appeal. They had no right to give them away, and Zellner was right in filing when she did. So I eat that. I was wrong. Zellner filed it when she did, and the Supreme Court agreed with her that this is why she had to file it when she did. And the appeal is being stayed till further notice, so Zellner gets even more time with this appeal because the state really wants to know what's going on with these bones and why they would give them away. So that's a recap. So the Supreme Court also told them that they have to go into court. They have to have proceedings. It's not just they're going to file a motion and Judge Bitch is going to say no. It'll be really, really interesting because if they get Judge Bitch again, then Judge Bitch is going to easily know that her job could be on the line for this. Like, she could get in trouble if she lies. And the Supreme Court said they want her findings and conclusions at the end of this court date. So, I mean, it's really positive news. All she has right now is the right to file a motion within 14 days. Hopefully Judge Suggs will catch on. See, Travis, you're wrong, though. And I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. I said the exact same thing at first, that all they have is to file a motion. However, I reread this 15 times. The courts say that they have to file whatever she files. They have to have court proceedings, and the appeal court want the answers. So I totally thought the same thing as you, but she was ordered to have a hearing. She was. I'm not looking at the order from last time. I'm looking at the order today. The order today states, I will read that one part again because, again, I literally read it 25 times. Like 15, to be honest. After they say that she has a right to file the motion, it says, it is further ordered that the circuit court shall conduct any proceedings necessary to address the claims raised in the supplemental post-conviction motion and shall enter an order containing its findings and conclusions. Shall conduct any proceedings means Zellner will get into court on this. Done. Shall conduct any proceedings means how'd that happen? Zellner will get into court on this. That's the identical language from the order on the computer CD. So I'm confused about a couple things with his girlfriend, friends with Kelsey. How would she have to sit? Terry, you're in a whole different case. We're talking about making a murderer. I will address Kelsey questions after. That is the identical language from the order on the computer CD. I'm nervous that the family might have gotten rid of all the bones. They probably just buried them. For the circuit court shall conduct any necessary proceedings and enter an order containing its findings and conclusions. Necessary proceedings means a court date, right? Yeah, but I don't think she went after the computer screening. Like, she didn't do anything with it. She didn't try to get a court date for it. Will the family have to give the bones back? That I don't know, sarcasm. That's deeper than I know. That's stronger than my knowledge. I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine they're going to have to, like, dig them up. You know, like, dig her up. That'd be kind of weird. What happened to the bag of bones after the voicemail? I don't know where the rest of the bones are, but the ribs bones or whatever, they don't have. So I would say, it's okay, Tara. That's my point. She didn't have a hearing. But she didn't want a hearing. She's going to want a hearing now. I doubt they buried him and given to a funeral home. Same language in May of 2018. What will happen if the family's already getting... Travis, what does happen? I don't know that. What happens if the family does bury? Will they have to re-dig them up? Why is she going to end a hearing now? Not a full hearing, but a hearing for the bones. And why would she do it? Because she may be able to, you know, get a huge technicality, which could then turn around and get him a new trial, you know, or help the appeal or something. You know, that's one. I wouldn't say help get. All right, let me rephrase that. Since I'm speaking to an attorney, let me rephrase that. At 1,400 hours, no. If she wins this, if she brings this into court, because you know they're not going to admit it, they're going to fight it. But if she brings this into court and gets a court date and wins it, then when she files the appeal, it's going to look that much better. That's why. I knew 12/18 she wasn't getting a court date. That's two totally different issues. I first discovered this could cause the Halbach family to become supporters. Yeah, okay. But can they look up the bones? I mean, can they dig up the bones? Daisy Lady, no. Travis is an attorney. He's not an attorney in Wisconsin, but he's an attorney. That's why I was saying I'm speaking to an attorney. My dog chased cats and they're bigger than her. They need an order. The court could order an exhumation. It's Wisconsin court is never going to order that. Ever. Never. I believe, but why would they make this huge conspiracy on him and kill an innocent girl? I don't believe they killed the innocent girl. I don't think they killed Teresa. The state didn't kill Teresa. Police didn't kill Teresa. So Teresa, kind of like they stepped in shit. They found a girl who happened to see Avery that day. They walked in shit. I mean, when you say, oh. Yeah, because even when I was, when I used to give, like, my lawyer had asked me to, you know, keep a timeline of everything. And I would just, like, you know, oh, he came over at this time, blah, blah. And he was like, no, you have to write, like, a police report. I said, I know how to do that. It's like, at 1,400 hours, blah, blah, blah. At 1,600 hours, blah, blah, blah. That's why I said it. Comrade, they can move it to a new county. I don't think they can move it to a new state. They dug up bones of Scott Peterson's wife. Did they really? What if the bones were cremated? It's possible they were cremated. If it's cremated, that's even better because then they're not buried. She's been denied. I told you she was going to be denied testing. You fought me. Call me an idiot, as a matter of fact. I knew she would be denied testing. Well, not that she would be denied testing. She was denied from the state, but it doesn't mean the appeal board wouldn't let it. How can they deny testing of the bones? Because they could say they already tested it and they knew they were hers. See, I also think a lot of people are getting confused with Italians don't, Travis. They keep them on their mantle. Thank you, Carrie. Now I forgot what I was going to say. How can they deny testing of the bones? Oh, I don't really believe that the testing of the bones has really anything to do with, like, trying to find if it's her or not. Or, you know, what I think the state did. All right, let me rephrase that. I don't think the state gave away the bones because they were trying to, like, screw Avery. I really believe they gave away the bones because they don't want to prove that, like, back when he first got convicted, they said the bones weren't human, and they damn well knew the bones were human, and they damn well knew it was hers. So they had to give them away, or they, you know, were giving them away anyway. I don't know if I'm saying this right, if it's coming out the way it's going through in my brain, but I know what I'm saying. The bones weren't cremated, they were burned. Yeah, that's true, Brady. So it's not really cremating them, it's more grinding of them. It used to be Catholics didn't allow cremation. Casey shows constitutional violation, that's a new trial automatically. They don't need to test them to do that. You understand this is her second remand back to CC. It's adding to the record. This is not a win. This is nothing at this time. Later, maybe no now. Yippee, I disagree. And believe me, I'm the first one to say when Zellner has nothing. The first one. But I disagree there. This is the first glimmer of hope that the Supreme Court is listening. It is the first glimmer of hope that there is something here. It's the first glimmer of hope that this could be, potentially, this could be something bigger. Now, what I find hysterical is I'm usually the one that says this is nothing, this is bullshit, this is this is that. I'm usually so against the grain, and tonight I'm hearing more people tell me it's nothing when I actually believe it's something. So it's kind of funny. Yippee, no, this is something actually. It's her send time back. She got the same day with the CD. Not even a glimmer. This is like a lightning bolt. Hey, Romad. I'm doing good. How are you? No, I do. I think this is good. And believe me, I'm the first one to tell you guys if something is shit. I think this is actually pretty good. I mean, at first I didn't, but then when I read that second paragraph, come COA who want answers. I'm thinking that they would produce a different random deceased woman who was cremated at that funeral home. I'm sure Steven would take a technicality and be free. He's not going to get out on technicality, though. I'm toasting Zellner this evening. Toast the Supreme Court, Crow. No, seriously, I think it's funny that it's usually me like, no, this is shit, this is nothing. But it is something. It really is. It's the first thing I've been excited about in a while, as far as filings go. Judge really bitch slapped the state about 4 times. I agree. You mean the appeal? I agree. I survived Catholic school. Seriously, I can't believe what a freaking mess this whole case is. The case is beyond a mess. And not someone coming forward and saying it's them. However, it's a start. It definitely is a start. And it is a good thing. It means that COA is finally stepping up to the plate. Do you know it took me a minute to figure out COA? I'm sitting there, why does everyone keep saying COA? Duh, Court of Appeals. So in case anyone's dumb like me, Court of Appeals is COA. Not everyone knows initials. IKR is I know, right? For all you older folks. No, I'm just kidding. I was thinking like Travis. Travis may not be hip on the IKR. All these acronyms. I know. That's why I figured I'd start telling them. My 73-year-old mom uses them. I'm like, Ma, really? Some of them I have to ask my daughter. I'm like, what does this mean? She's like, duh. My mom is very hip. C-Vest now, that's why I'm telling everyone. Because it really, a couple of people kept writing COA. I'm like, what the fuck is COA? And I wasn't going to ask. And then I'm like, Court of Appeals, I got it. Hey, Herbie Herb. Herbie Herb is back for the action. All right, so does anyone else have any making a murder questions before I move on? Yeah, especially when I'm like reading through chats really fast. U.S. Italian Catholics for much of the history of the Catholic Church banned cremation as a choice for dead Catholics, but in 1963 the Vatican lifted the ban on cremation. I'm not popping any champagne yet. I think this is a very, very limited app for her with the CC with say, no, not this time. Yippee Skippy, I agree with you to a point, but this is pretty big. No matter what, the Supreme Court, it's not Supreme Court, COA, Court of Appeals is finally showing some hope that they're on our side. That's what gives it hope for me. That they're finally showing something. You know, like Brendan, you know, we had that glimmer of hope and it was slammed down. But, you know, with all the shit that they gave Zellner and not knowing which way it was going to go, the Court of Appeals is definitely on her side on this. So, and, you know, like I said, I got the impression that they want answers too. They want to know why they did this. So that's where it gives hope. If Judge S ignores this, she needs to be... I don't think she can ignore it. That's what I'm saying. She would have to have damn good reason to ignore it. If Avery's released, do you think they would reopen a case to find a real killer? I don't know, Amber. I've thought about that too. I honestly don't know. I would hope so. But I think it all depends on why Avery would get out. Is he getting out because he's on a technicality? Or is he getting out because he was proven to be innocent? That's the question. It's moving in the right direction. Our side justice. Absolutely. We are allowed to now. It's a choice. CC will shut her down. CC who? That's one I can't figure out. Who's CC? Hey, K-Mello, you're funny. COA will tell her this is over. No, Yippee, I disagree. We have been in this case for years. There's no new evidence, not known at time of trial. Yippee, you're a little too, what's the word I'm looking for? A little too disgruntled. It's not that bad. What did Big E say that I missed? I think the COA was not amused at the state's suggestion that Avery drop his appeal to pursue bone issue. I think they're starting to really wonder. I totally agree with that. That's exactly what I'm saying. Hate to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm not seeing it. CC is circuit court. All right, CC is circuit court. I agree, but the thing is, let me explain it again. With the Court of Appeals being on our side and giving Zellner, like, they were pissed off when she had to, you know, put this in. They were not having it. But then when they saw it, it made them realize, you know what? There's something to this. Like, she needed to file this, and she needed to file it when she filed it. So it's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. If she denies hearing, it's good for Steven. I don't know about that. Well, yeah, because then it'll go back to the Court of Appeals. You guys haven't met my father. The Pope lifted cremations allowed. Who cares what the Catholic Church says? Like, that's a whole nother discussion in itself. But, like, do what you want to do. Hey, Doll Factory. We're about to switch. We got 3 more minutes of Making a Murder, then I promise gossip. Because God did a whole shitload go down today. And Travis, stick around. We need your advice. As an attorney, I'm pretty sure I'm right about it. Is Makeup Mobster still alive? My sister from another mister. We just found out that Juicy schools want her. I missed something. More went down today. It never ends. Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't make us call Dick. Hey, I miss so much. What is going on? Hey, Shauna. Introvert, they want the ones with good grade. All right, you guys are on a whole different subject. She had to file. If she did not, it would become waived. The bright spot is, yes, she got it on record. Getting it. No, the bright spot, though, is that, the Supreme Court is also curious. That's the bright spot. Hi, love, can you give me a quick rundown? All right. Super quick rundown, and then I'm closing out this part of Making a Murder, and we're going to go to Herbie Herb's nonsense today. Not Herbie Herb had nonsense, the bullshit that happened, and I care about Herbie Herb, and I like her, so I'm going to stick up for her. And of course, my Mandy and Makeup Mobster, but I think Mandy's on Makeup Mobster. I don't know if she's still alive. So I know I keep saying Supreme Court. So let me wrap up Making a Murderer and explain to my favorite Shauna what's going on. So Zellner, you know, like she was filing all that stuff and about the bones and stuff. Well, the Supreme Court basically, and I'll post it in the Patreon room, Shauna, so you can read it. The not Supreme Court, the appeal court agreed with Zellner that there's something fishy about this, and that, you know, why did they get rid of the bones? So they gave her, you know, they put it back to circuit court, which is what she wanted. But I really believe that there's some hope here, because they're ordering, Travis says I'm wrong on this. I don't think I am, but if I am, I am. But I think he's wrong. He had said, I think that it means that they have to go to trial, that she needs to file for a trial for it. It has nothing to do with evidentiary hearing, anything like that. It's just strictly based on the bones. But it's the first time that I've seen in both their cases, besides Duffin, that the Court of Appeals is actually on our side, that they also want answers. So it'll be interesting. So that's like to wrap it up. All right, one more minute. I'm switching gears. No trial, a hearing. I keep saying trial. I'm using the wrong words tonight. But Travis is right. Not a trial, but a hearing. They'll be in court. This has nothing to do with trial or getting into court. Yes, it does, Skippy. That's exactly what is written by the Court of Appeals. Thank you, Shauna. MM is still alive. Okay. Well, MM will miss out then. Okay, so I'm switching gears in 30 seconds. Any last questions? Let me know. Trying to stay up for the gossip. What are you having surgery on? That link sent me a Facebook page written in another language. What link? In order to find facts, you need to have a hearing. That's right. And you need to file a motion. And that motion will give you a hearing. All right, 10:15. I want you to look up. All right, I'm going to get to that in a minute, Ziggy. So, Travis, I got a question. It's a sticky situation, but I do believe it's a standard lawyer question. And since you're a lawyer, even though you don't practice copyright law, so let's say that Eric Cozy made a video on YouTube, okay? And the video had in information, or let's say making a murderer, all right? Videos from making a murderer. Or, I'm sorry, let me rephrase it. Let me start over. Zoop. Carla had video of her yard, okay? And she was showing everybody her yard. When Steven got arrested, that went into public territory. And it went into public territory. See, you guys see the little monster? Welcome, Pam. And Zellner became... I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. All right, let me start over. Boof. Carla makes a video. And on that video, Steven gets arrested. And it's just like property of their land and stuff. And Steven walking around or whatever. Maybe he's, you know, doing some woo-woo with like somebody else. Doesn't matter. But the cops take that video and now it's public property. And anybody can use it. You know, it's just in discovery video. And somebody edits it to YouTube. And then other people use that same video and post it. The girl that edited it, just because she edited or changed it, does not make it her copyright, correct? Travis, you listening? I know. Travis, you listening? I'm missing a part. What am I missing? Because the way I see it, Atria, is that first off, even if I sang and I took Nickelback's song, okay, and I sang it, and I changed a little, made it my own, but it was still very recognizable as their song, I can't go sell it. I can't make money on it. She stated she paid $9 for that video, but if she would have waited, she would have had gotten it for free. It doesn't matter. It's public video. She cannot hit everyone with copyright strikes for it. It doesn't matter if you know, like because I was in the music business, that's the first thing I thought of, is that I can't take a song, make it a cover, make it my own by rearranging a couple things, and not give them the credit because it's their copyright. But it's the same thing. So what happened today was, I know it's different, but you know, video, music, it's still the same. Acting, it's still the same copyrights. And this girl took Chris Watts' video, uploaded it, or, you know, say she edited it, and everyone and their mother had these discovery videos, and a lot of people posted them. And this girl now hit all of them with copyright strikes, which it's not her video. It's like the police own it. Hey, Mandy. Mandy, I got a lot of people watching you. All right, Janelle, see you in a few. How does she know they didn't pay? But to say it's $9 is dumb. Unless everybody posted it before the discovery came out, who'd she pay $9 to? The police? I mean, BS. I don't buy it at all. Thank you, Mandy. I don't buy it at all. No, you don't own it. Who took the video on Chris Watts? Exactly. But how do these people fight this copyright strike that they've now gotten? And YouTube's like, their new thing is you need to take this person to court, which is ridiculous. And I told her, I said, you can win this. I was like, there's absolutely no reason why you cannot win this. It's not her video. HLN had it first. There you go. Herbie, I'm sticking up for you. This is what I'm talking to you about. This is what I'm talking about. You. I don't care if Jay got a strike. I don't care if other people got a strike. I care you got a strike. It is the doorbell video. Is it? No, it's not the doorbell video. It's Shanam walking up to the car or something. And I like plagiarism, or is... It's not Thank you, Doll Factory. It's not plagiarism because it was in the Discovery. All these videos in Discovery, I mean, I didn't post them, but tons of people posted them. Like, this girl has no right to do a copyright strike. And she did. Yeah, and she's hitting, like, everybody. Hey, Sherry. But the point is that Shanann's family didn't want it out. But the Discovery let it out. Nobody particular took it out. Suppose she's from Canada. She's not going to come here to fight this for $9. Well, I heard she took down her video. It was released to the media, obtained with FOIA request. That is correct. It's her walking up to the door. Under the Information Act, I think she got it, but she can't prove others didn't do the same thing. Yeah, but even under Information Act, that doesn't include videos, I don't think. Public domain obtained originally from FOIA request. Comment section was crazy after this. I don't blame her. She had a video out on it on YouTube. A lady that put it... Yeah, she deleted it, I heard. She didn't take down her GoFundMe, though. Why does she have a She has a GoFundMe over this? Separate film, you have to sell it before you give it away. Huh? Oh. All situations that prove to film. Hey, Falcon, I was talking about you before. HLM fought to have it out, though they're right, and all but have some respect to the family. Her videos are still up, plus another live she did. It was part of evidence. How did media get the videos? I don't know. I didn't cover the Chris Watts case. I wanted nothing to do with it. I probably would have like 50,000 subs at this point, but I had to stay true to me, and I wasn't covering the case. He was guilty. It was nice things, Falcon. What about fair use? That's what I told her. She should fight it under fair use. JFK assassination video was taken by Zapruder. He sold it before FBI got it. They turned over video in response to FIOA. I've learned my lesson. I always ask for Yeah, and Herbie, that's what I said. I think I was talking to Makeup Mobster today on the phone, and I told her, I said, you know, Herbie always asks for videos. Like, she's taken a couple of mine. She always asks me. Like, she wouldn't just take, you know, a video. She was very respectful. I was like, this is wrong. I was like, I do not believe that she just took a video. Like, I just don't buy it. Yeah, I don't even know who this person is. There are some issues there, and she's confused. My opinion, she is clueless, but thinks she isn't. I don't get how she can hit everyone with copyright. And, you know, she's trying to say, oh, it was my video. I can tell by the way it was edited. Come on, really? You couldn't tell shit. Where's Mandy? Mandy, I want to see you dance again. I'm trying to be nice. Asco heavy. But anyone can get it under Freedom of Information Act. It's not hers. It's not hers. Don't the police own it, basically? She was saying how she feels bad doing lives when others are doing lives. She has such a big heart. Who Mandy was? Oh, there you are. Herbie Herb, I won't be giving her any views because I didn't even know who she was. I don't know who she is either. So an edited video can have a state common law copyright. Oh, Travis, that's another thing. Okay, I have another question about this. So some people, and I don't think anyone in here, but some people got hit with a copyright on YouTube when the person that hit them with the copyright has a common license, reuse allowed. Why would YouTube give a person a copyright strike? Is there something I'm missing on that? I can't keep up. We're too fast. Commons. Yes. Media Commons. And it says Creative Commons license, reuse allowed. But yet, the person that has that gave people copyright strikes, and they got copyright. They got copyright strikes, and they have a reuse allowed, which made no sense to me. What's up, Kat? She struck us today on purpose today once new rules came into play. Yeah, but I was talking about Molly, who was hitting people. Yes, or Creative Commons, and that is typically for non-commercial use. Okay. But YouTube's Creative Commons says reuse allowed. And yet she still hit people. She's about to lose a channel if she doesn't get her shit together, though. She can't just do that. Yeah, but everyone that she hit with a copyright has to fight that copyright. No, Travis, there are two licenses that you can have on YouTube when you upload videos. You can have a standard license where reuse is not allowed, or you can have a Creative Commons license where reuse is allowed. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I just want to make sure that I wasn't missing something. Chain of custody issue with Bones. I'm going to get the dogs out. Yeah, right. She says she has nothing but time to go to court. She has no money to go to court in the U.S., so it's a joke. It just, with YouTube's new rules, which I'm not totally sure what they are, but with YouTube's new rules, all of a sudden, like, everyone's so scared, but I mean, you can't just tell someone, yeah, you're going to get a copyright. Like, I can't imagine that being legit. Like, I could call up and say, Eric Cozy stole my, video. I would hope that they would look it up. But I'll be honest with you, I am so glad I stayed away from that Chris Watts case. You guys are crazy. No one answered. Oh, I got a call-in number, but it's like a cheesy one. It's through Google Voice. So I have to have Google Voice open, but it does work. Janelle tried it. A couple of people tried it. But I have to get like a real one. I just haven't done it yet. Okay, so go back to video. If you take a public domain video, edit it, talk about it, and comment on it, and it becomes a copyright. 1-800-HOT-BABE. No, but it's not a copyright. Just because you edit a video doesn't mean that it makes it yours. I agree, Tia. That's why I never touched. I think I did 3 videos on it. And I was into the case, don't get me wrong, but he was guilty. Analyzer's gone? Good. Maybe what I said got to her. Believe me, I'm sure I don't have that much influence. Platforms better get rid of the share C buttons then. Well, you can share the video, but you can't upload it as your own. Yes, it can? Okay, so you're telling me that... But I don't know if it's a public domain video. Well, I guess it is. So you're saying that it can be, that she is right, that it is a copyright. I only look because someone in chat said they were telling people she had lupus. She has a channel, just no videos. Who still has a channel but no videos? Oh, Mrs. A. She's an asshole. Here's an example. Commentary with video is copyright. Really? So then if that's the case, then Woodland didn't steal my video because he talked about it. To me, that's still not right. First, if she just showed a video that everyone has, then no copyright. Well, that's what everyone else did. Call me now, explain it all. No way to do it in this format. If I knew what my phone was, I would. Lady Scammer's such a quack. She's an asshole. She really has a set of balls. And people, wonder why I got so mad at her. I got so mad at her because of what she did to Pink. Now, Pink was like being all nice. Forget everything I said up above. I can't give examples. What? Travis can call in. No, he can. I just got to open it. No, not you're an asshole. Mrs. A is an asshole. Miss Analyzer. Not you, Travis. Analyzer got comfy after what she did. She's an asshole. What pissed me off is what she did to Pink. Pink, for some reason, was going to forgive her. I don't know why. And I wasn't allowing it. But, you know, Pink's not a baby. You know, she's a grown woman. And she, and, you know, she was, like, trying really hard to get Mrs. A in there and all this other shit. And then I went over to Mrs. A because I was going to tell her, like, you know, Pink really wants to talk to you. And she was talking to somebody. And she's like, oh, well, you know, that girl, what's her name? I forgot her name. Oh, yeah, Pink. Get the fuck out of here, you stupid bitch. You know who Pink is. Oh, I was so mad. So mad. Pink does have a big heart, but she was so lost last night at Mandy's live. I even had to call her on a cell phone, leave a message. I'm like, girl, you are so lost. What's up, Wendy? Gonna go back showing us what's up. Did our audio just drop or just me? Did it drop? It shouldn't have. Alright, let me see if I can get this open, Travis, so you can call in. Hang on. Maybe I should do it on this screen. Yeah, I bought a 43-inch 4K TV that I hooked up to my computer as a monitor. Shit is smoking. It's bright. Alright. Nope, it's not gonna work. Oh, you know what I can? No, I can't do it there either. Alright, let me try this. I hope this doesn't cut me out, like, for real. If I all of a sudden drop, I'll be right back. They're gonna hold. Alright, this might work. Is it all? Alright, it's holding. Alright. Shit, what name did I put it under? Fuck, now I forgot. That doesn't matter, really. Alright. Sign in. Nope, it's not under this one. Shoot. So I'm gonna have to redo this Google Voice because I have it under the wrong number. Alright. It's not working. Ugh. It's not gonna work. I don't know what I did. Alright, let me try something else. Hold on. Nope. Hey, you know what? Because I can't sign out of here. It's not gonna let me do anything else. No, it's not gonna let me do it. I messed up. I'm gonna have to get a different number. That's gonna be on my list for tomorrow. Is to because if I was on like my main account, it would be fine. But because I'm on this separate account, and it's two different YouTubes, and I have to keep two different accounts, it's not gonna work. I don't even know where my cell phone is. Let me see if I can find my cell phone. I think I left it in the kitchen. Hold on. Ooh. Cell phone, where are you? Can I just tell you, I seriously do not know where my damn cell phone is. Not my charger. Who just called me? I hear it. Travis, is that you? What's up, Travis?
Did you find your phone?
I found it. It was right next to me. I didn't even see it.
It's me, I swear.
All right, we got Travis on the phone. All right, Travis, speak.
Okay.
All right, so the I don't understand though. How is it legal just because she changed, like just because she edited it?
Okay, so I was trying to give examples, and they don't flow right. You know how I am. You know, if you ask me what time it is, I tell you how to build a watch. And so I was trying to do that to give examples, contrasting things. So let's just go back to the beginning. So, you know, so let's say there's a video of, let's say it's a building and they've got surveillance, and you've seen them in a million cases that you've covered, and a car comes in and, you know, throws a bag in the trash bin, and it you know, turns out to be Dr. So-and-so's car, and they go and check that trash bin, and lo and behold, there's bloody clothes in there. And then some reporter or reporters does an FOIA request, and it's called that's federal, but everybody knows those initials, Freedom of Information Act, and every state's got a different layer of how much they got to give over. Florida, people saw in the Casey Anthony case, Florida gives over anything and everything to reporters. Other states, much more restrictive. But so some reporters does an FOIA request, FOIA, and they turn over the videos, and then those get viral. They're shown on YouTube, they're shown on the news, blah, blah, blah. Now, sometimes you'll see on a video, so if you have an exclusive video, and you know this from your news broadcasting days, if you have an exclusive video, you'll have an agreement with a station, and it'll say video courtesy of WNBC.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a public domain video, one captured by a building owner, his surveillance video, or a 7-Eleven video, and it gets produced as part of discovery, that, from my understanding, is public domain, and there is no copyright to that. Now, getting to this person who's doing strikes on everybody, how can they do strikes for that? Well, they shouldn't be able to, but apparently YouTube's got this system where anybody can complain about anybody. Who's the gentleman that was on with the other that's real knowledgeable about Carly case? His daughter was on.
Who?
It was when you were doing your drama show, MMM, and then you also had the gentleman who's
Brian.
Familiar.
Yeah, the one that was talking to Eric Cozy, Brian.
Yeah, so Brian was, talking about, that YouTube was you all were reading the new rules or the policy changes, and Brian was mentioning that he was hopeful that, because part of this drama you all were talking about, it was like you guys, not you, but people on YouTube strike each other just because they're jealous of each other. They just do crazy shit.
But hold on. But understand, these people that are striking each other are striking them because they use ABC and CBS. There's nothing original. Like, me and Eric Cozy use original shit. Like, nobody can ever get us on copyright of taking their material or using a news report. Like, that's just not what we do. I've never done it. I don't think he has either.
No, and I'm not suggesting that, but I'm going back to your example that somebody posted the same video from Discovery Watts case that all of the news channels are posting. Let's do something, an example we're all familiar with. I was trying to do the Zapruder film, but, that's way ancient history. Nobody remembers that apparently anymore. But the video footage of the white Bronco on the 405 freeway in LA.
Yep.
The low-speed chase, okay? At the time, there was a few stations that were doing it, but clearly now you could show clips of that footage and you wouldn't violate any copyright. It's just clearly in the public domain. And asking for the police file with a Freedom of Information request, and they give you typically hours and hours of audio and hours of video. Well, what's the more common thing is you'll see an interrogation. So let's take the interrogation video of Stephen Avery. How could anybody possibly claim a copyright in that? And we've all seen it. He's sitting down at the table and he's bent over, and then you see the back of the investigator asking him questions, and it's been all through MAM1, it's in MAM2, it's all over the internet. Nobody could claim a copyright in that. But so what specifically is in this video that she's somehow trying to claim that it's her copyright?
Nothing.
Her surveillance camera?
No.
Or
that's what I originally thought too, that it was the neighbor surveillance. I'm like, because we never heard of this girl. I'm like, you know what? Maybe it was the girl. Maybe it was the neighbor. Maybe it was his wife or something. That I could understand. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't.
Okay, now, and typically, so let's say it was the doorbell video. Mm-hmm. And technically, her family, the deceased wife's family, her estate would own that video. And if her family was trying to sell a package, a book, movie, and I'm not saying that they are, a book, movie package, that video could have significant value to the package, just like the Zapruder film did. It was the only film of the president being assassinated. It's the footage that everybody's familiar with. They just don't realize that.
Wait. Travis, hang on one second. She videotaped the actual footage? No, she didn't. She didn't videotape the actual footage. She got that from the Discovery, just like everybody else. She didn't videotape jack shit.
Well, maybe that's what she's claiming, because as you know, the photographer, they recommend now, if you know the name of a photographer, that you give a video credit, that you just credit the photographer if you know, but you've got to assert that copyright. And if you want to claim that copyright, so in order to protect it, if you had some surveillance video and you said, well, yeah, I want to cooperate, but yeah, I'll turn this over for discovery, but I'm reserving all of my copyrights in this, and I want a protective order. You would do that to place protections around it, but if it's from Discovery, no way, Jose. But now I was giving an example, as you know, in the law, and you having, researched your own issues and whatnot, there's usually a general premise of law, and then there's a number of exceptions. Mm-hmm. And then unfortunately in the law, there's exceptions to exceptions. And then sometimes there's even exceptions to exceptions to exceptions.
I agree.
But generally, so what wasn't coming through in the visual chat, why I switch to this format is I agree 100% with your premise that if this was video from Discovery, she has no claim in any copyright. Number two, I can't speak to how YouTube, why they're so easy to accept a complaint and why they make you all defend it. Maybe they should look at switching things around. I thought Brian was talking about that with these new policies coming up, they were going to start looking at people who are making false or malicious complaints. But be that as it may. So what I did want to point out, let's say you took the video of Stephen Avery being interrogated, and you cut out the audio, and you mix that in with a montage, like with a song, a Stacy Seabrook song, and then you also included photos of people who had I Live on Avery Road, and then you incorporated other clips of video that were from the trial or Discovery. You can put together a video that contains pieces of things that are in the public domain that do become copyrightable because, in essence, you've created your own art with pieces of another. And I'll give you the best example. So the Bible. Nobody on the face of the earth would claim that
that they wrote the Bible.
That the Bible is copyrightable. Clearly it expired a long, long time ago. Now, if you translate it into a new version, like the New International Version, that is copyrightable because it's a new translation. Or even if you took the King James Version, which is clearly has no copyrights, and you put fancy little pictures here and there, and you put stuff in the margins, and then even if you had like comments before and after each book of the Bible, this is John and he lived from blah, blah, blah. Well, that makes it copyrightable. Or if you were a famous artist and you decided, well, I'm going to make original covers and draw or paint original book covers for the Bible, that Bible with that original cover would be copyrightable. But I was just trying to point out that it can get to a point if you did massive editing and you edited it a particular way, it could become copyrightable, be very difficult. But in order to protect it, somebody doing that knows to put copyright at the beginning and the end. Copyright Joe Smith, copyright Travis Williamson, and that helps you protect it. I think it's a real simple response that the response to defend yourselves. I don't like the way you've explained it to me in the past. It's like YouTube, you're guilty until you're proven innocent, and then
that's reality, though.
Yeah, if you get flagged from what you and Eric Jose and a couple of other people have told me that monetize on YouTube, it can be very vicious and malicious, because if you get like a second strike or whatnot, or a first strike, and I won't even get into the situation you got going on the other deal because it's not pertinent, but you get this little flag, or you get this complaint, and it shuts down your monetization for a while or something, from what I understand it. It's all things Google, I guess. You just adapt to what they want to do because they're the only game in town. It's got to be frustrating, and you and I have talked in the past about it, about other issues, which I won't get into because, we talk privately about that stuff. But, it's, I guess the bottom line is, if you came into me and said, Travis, I'm on YouTube and I would like to be able to protect myself better and, work within the rules and be a good YouTube participant, what can I do to protect myself from malicious complaints or frivolous strikes? And
you don't play Dr. Phil.
I really don't have the answer to that.
I do know that answer. That answer is use all your own material, and don't ever play Dr. Phil. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, but there are times when you want to show maybe a video or a clip of something.
You can't.
Okay, you can't.
You can't.
You just can't.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And I had a 2.5 hour live with 3 minutes of Dr. Phil, and I'm banned for 90 days. I didn't get a strike though. I don't have a copyright strike. It's just, it's their new thing with Google Hangouts. They shut you down automatically for 90 days. Done. So, but I'm almost at monetization on this channel, which is pretty good. I only got 12 videos, but I already made my 4,000 hours, and now I just waited to the 1,000 subs, and then I'm back in action.
Well, what was this term? And I don't know what you called the video that Eric Jose was on with you, and is it Mandy?
Yeah, me, Mandy, Leanna, Brian. But yeah, he can use that in, like, I don't care. I mean, he should have asked me, but no, I don't care. Like, that's just an unwritten rule. Like, if I'm doing a video with you, no matter whose channel you're on and you're on, you're more than welcome to,
right.
To use your video, to use the video.
But they were talking about during the thing, it was before, I was watching it I'd actually left. I had to go to sleep or something before. I didn't even know Eric Jose came in, but I was hearing Brian talk about CPS had been.
Yeah, that was Mandy.
On him maliciously.
Yeah, that's Mandy.
And then Mandy had, and then you all even have a term when people go after you in real life. You all even have a term for that.
I don't know.
You would know it.
Losers?
Andy used the term. No, that if somebody in real exposes you.
Oh,
in
doxing.
Real life,
thank you, Angie.
Yeah.
Doxing.
Yeah. I was just really surprised how much nastiness. It's beyond drama. Drama is, and I've been. There's a learning curve on how you behave on YouTube that I even had to go through. It's different, and you kind of, I've even been guilty of saying inappropriate things and having to go back and apologize, and that's what I consider, drama. And there's drama, but the things that they were talking about the other night, and that stuff that I think you said you'd never had the type of experiences that some of them had. It's just like way beyond drama in my book, just outright nastiness. And I guess the motive is either one, there's just cuckoo people out there, which we all know that there are, or they're jealous about the numbers people are getting and somehow see people as direct competition. I can't, or maybe it's just the anonymity behind a keyboard. I don't know.
It's just a lot of, my battery's about to die, but it's just a lot of newcomers who want to win the race and get as many subs as possible, and in the process they're killing themselves. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. But my battery literally has like 5%
do you have any other
left.
questions on copyright
Nope.
or anything I can answer real quickly?
Nope. You were awesome. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate
thanks
it.
for letting me try and explain it in a more fluid manner. I hope I explain more than I left questions for.
Absolutely. Thank you, Travis.
You be well.
All right.
You be well.
You too. Bye-bye. I gotta charge my phone because it's gonna die. All right. So, Herbie Herb, did that help? Pink, Travis is like Irikozi's partner. So if you go on like Irikozi, you'll see Travis. Yeah. And he is long-winded. We all know this. He takes forever to answer, but he's a good guy. He can be. He's had his moments. Oh, you're welcome, Herbie. Recap. Recap on what? I want to know, honestly, what this morning was all about. Like, I seriously want to know what this morning was all about. Mandy attacked nobody. Mandy did not gay bash. When I left, because I had to go to bed, when I left, Mandy was talking about her aunt who was gay, and she was promoting her, like, and there was no gay bashing at all whatsoever. What the hell happened this morning? Like, how did it even transpire? And I know a lot of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Someone left YouTube and came back in 20 minutes. Brian did not do a parade of him. She does support gay rights. That's why I was like, what? Like, when I left, Mandy was all about gay rights. That's what the fuck is going on? Hey, Phoebe. I don't think they did anything wrong either. I have to check it out, Pink. I've been out like all day. Mr. Mandy is talking on the phone right now. I'm only reading chat. Mr. Mandy's so nice. I bet you guys have a great marriage, like for real. He seems so nice and so down to earth. And you guys seem like genuinely happy, which is so hard to find. That's why I'm single. But you do. You guys seem like you have a really good time together. Byron wrote an email to Oni to apologize. That I know, but he didn't owe an apology. Like, what I said on Mandy's comments is that Brian thinks gay sex is wrong. I don't agree with his comments. I mean, with his commentary with Brian's. I think he's very old school, and I told him that. But he thinks gay sex is gross. He's entitled to an opinion. Just like if Oni's boyfriend said, I'm going to go down on a girl, he'd be like, ew, gross. It's the same thing. Oni's entitled to his opinion, just like Brian's entitled to his opinion. Doesn't make one right or one wrong. Came late, what is topic? Right now, we're on the nightmare of last night. Yeah, why aren't you sleeping? It's 11 o'clock.
I just woke up again.
Do me a favor, grab my vape out of my purse. Everything is filled up. Go.
Okay.
Grab my vape.
Report?
What?
The progress report.
Oh. Here it is.
Thank you.
Grab my vape, please, and go to bed.
Where is it?
On the counter. In my purse. You didn't even take a shower. Alright, wait a minute. Sorry, my son woke up. I don't know why. Because he's grounded from Xbox, that's why. I don't even understand the story. So Mandy and her husband did a really funny ass live last night. And it was just kind of funny. And they were imitating, like, you know, Mandy did a belly dance, which was the best. Thank you, son. Go to bed. Love you. Mandy did a belly dance that was like, took the cake with like a big pillow inside her. It was awesome. And then it went into Mandy's husband made fun of Woodland Park Underground. And he did a really good job. It was really funny. So then things got twisted, and then everything got twisted around. And then next thing you know, they think Brian's gay bashing or something. But Brian wasn't gay bashing. So this morning, Oni wakes up and shuts his channel down, which I'd never understood. Shuts down his channel, and 20 minutes later, it's back up. But he was so upset about all the hurt and blah, 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 blah. What is Woodland Park Underground? Woodland Park Underground is a piece of shit. That's who Woodland Park Underground is. What the what? I missed something. I didn't see gay bashing either. Pink, I said the exact fucking same thing. I said, you know, the way this goes, I said this to all the Patreons this morning. I'm like, you know, I don't have a problem with Oni, but Oni wasn't a target. Mandy specifically said like 5 times, this doesn't involve Oni. This doesn't involve Oni. This doesn't involve Oni. And we all said it didn't. And then, of course, Jay keeps her mouth shut and stays behind the scenes. And Oni shutting down his channel. And then Woodland Park made a video. And then Molly made a video. And everyone made fucking video. I was like, can this be more of attention seeking? To me, it was ridiculous. You have to YouTube search Woodland Park Underground or Facebook. If you're on Facebook, Travis, and you go to Broken Bitch Barbie, you can see this wonderful video this piece of shit made about me. And that's where all this started. All because he stole my Bobby Brown video and streamed it to his channel while I was streaming it doing the interview. It was ugly. So they end around noonish. Didn't know what went on. Yeah, that's what happened. Want me to link? Yeah, you can link it. Dad with a phone, exactly that. And so what happened was, for those of you that aren't totally filled in, or you haven't been around or something, what happened was Mandy took the video that he made of me and posted it along with a few other people to get it out there that this is what's going on and this is what this piece of shit does. So then Woodland Park went after Mandy. So of course I'm going to back Mandy because this entire nightmare started because that piece of shit stole my video. And I gave him a copyright strike, rightfully so. And then he put it back up and I got him striked again. And then they took down his channel or it took away his lives or whatever. And he went ballistic. So that's what happened. He took his channel down for 10 minutes. It was like, it was back up in an hour. And everyone and their mother made videos about it. I think Molly did like a 3-hour video. I was like, oh my God. Only overreact, something he didn't know. But I mean, honestly though, no matter what, like literally no matter what, do you know how much shit I've been through on YouTube over the last 3 years? I've been threatened. My kids have been threatened. My house value was listed. I've been doxxed like 5 times. You know, but at the end of the day, what are you going to do? That's part of being, like the FBI agent told me, it's part of being in the public eye. You're going to get threats. You're going to, you know, you just have to weed through which ones are real and which ones aren't. And it's mind-blowing to me that, you know, you're on YouTube such a short time and somebody says something negative and you're shutting down your channel already? Come on, really? What do you think the people with big channels do? Mr. Mandy just got off the phone with him. Why is this such a big deal? I don't get it. How do we get a copy of the belly dance? It's probably on Mandy's, Mandy, did you pull that video? You still have it? It's pathetic, just pathetic, all this drama. People need constructive content in their lives like I do. Game night. When I return, Jessica and Mandy live last night. Extremely clear on how close. Mac, that's when I saw it. I totally agree. Not to him, he didn't know the ins and outs of it, and also told WPU he does not speak for him ever. Is it still there, Mandy? People are always going to judge and have opinions in the way of the world. We all have to accept that. Big old man. I agree, Vanessa. I totally agree with that. Oh, her dance was awesome. Purple Sea bitch. That's right. Thoughts on the autopsy discrepancies. Which case? No, I pulled it. There's one thing that hurts me equally as everyone else that's been done is having someone say I'm a gay bash. I don't blame you. That was wrong, though. That was absolutely wrong. There was no reason for it. But the thing that nobody seems to understand, I mean, we do, but when this all started because of Michael Dalton. He started this. He is the reason all of this started. All of this drama started because of him. Why don't they see this? But Jay, someone asked me that about it, Jay, but Jay didn't start this with me. Michael, this was all Michael. This was even before he was friends with Jay. So I can't blame Jay for starting this because she didn't. And I was going to say to somebody who left a message on your video, I was going to say, look, I would love to say Jay started this, but she didn't. At least not with me. This is just all Mike. She contributed to it, but she didn't, like, it had nothing to do with it. Michael Dalton is Woodland Park Underground. That's his real name. Pink, you saw the video. I sent it to you. You know, the thing is, the one thing haters hate the most is when two people you hate join forces. They absolutely hate that. So I think me and Mandy becoming friends were freaking people out. And then it was like me, Mandy, and Make a Mobster were like close. And then it really freaked people out. And then all hell broke loose. That's what I think, honestly. Who you not married to? I seen that ring. I know you're married. I gotta move these things. You guys can see it. You know, you guys are awesome. Thank you for all the subs tonight. We're getting close to being monetized. Back off to bed. Bye, Wendy. See you in the morning. Okay, oh my God, that means I'm out to get everyone on the other side of the Brooklyn Mrs. podcast. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm also friends with Kay. So that really freaked her out. But it's just insecurity. And like I said to Oni, my biggest issue, one of the reasons I've always respected Mandy is because she's straight up. And you guys know me. I'm straight up. I like people that are straight up. Pink straight up. A lot of you guys are straight up. But ones I've spoke to a lot. And it really like drives me nuts when, I'm sitting there. I have video of what Jay said. And then sure enough, she's up there going, I would never do this. I don't like drama. I would never say anything. Bitch, be honest. That's what drove me nuts or drives me nuts. I'm on that list, Mac. No, it's 4,000 hours plus 1,000 subs. Send me a link for whatever hangout. Pink told me to come in there, but I don't know how to get in there. This isn't a hangout, though. I could rearrange a screen, I guess. Oh, I'm over 5,000 hours. I got the hours. I'm just waiting to hit 1,000 subs. Obviously, fake news. Drama queens, Oni, MGL, and K. And that creepy guy. You mean Jay? And that creepy guy with a phone. They all have some serious issues in the head or never had attention as a child. I don't know if that's fake news. I think that's real news. Never got enough of my own rabbit hole. What's the list? So someone made this other YouTuber made a list of every cunt that is not allowed on her show. I was one of them. A lot of people in here were on that list. It's a woman thing. Love the Batman. Gifts one, it was one or the other, Laura. Nope, it's both. Travis, long story short, mods. It'll be interesting. I gotta put 2 Google accounts. I need 2 Google AdSense for 2 different people on the same computer. Check your settings. I did. I'm not monetized. And last night I hit 315,000 minutes, which is 5,100 hours. I have the hours. Travis of YouTube folks who needed to be watched. See Mandy. I was on the C list. Hey, Debbie. She is a hot Batman. And Mandy's so cute. Do you guys know Mandy's only like 4'11"? I thought she was like 5'6". She's like tiny. Mandy, I could set up a live with you on... We could definitely do Saturday. I like our Saturdays. I think our Saturdays are going great. You need to click yes on the monetize. I'm telling you, it's 1,000 plus 4,000 hours. I totally agree. I think Saturdays are... I think we're having so much fun on Saturdays. Falcon, you still in here? We are only 2 guys we have. I need male Patreons. We have no male Patreons except one Tim, who obviously you guys know is not around much. I still haven't heard from him. I still don't have an address yet. Feels like a Saturday now, right? No, it's just with all the nonsense that went on this morning. I knew Mandy was upset today, and just a lot of bullshit. 410, I'll be having an SUV. Yes, you do need 1,000 subs to be monetized. Too much progesterone. Seriously, for real. Is it just me or the only particular friendship with a certain someone seemed to cause him a lot of drama? Probably. What will you do with your other channel when the 90 days are up? I don't know. I did promise my daughter that I would build her a following, so when she wants to do a little makeup videos, but I'm probably going to use both. Like, it can't hurt to have backup, you know what I mean? Like, I like the fact of having backup. Once this is monetized, it's better, but I have a lot of subs on there that won't come over here. I don't know why, but I see them when I do premieres and stuff. For some reason, they won't come over here. I don't know why they won't. It's going to be interesting when I start my gaming channel. Pink Lilac, will you be doing another addiction discussion again, maybe in the future? Hey, mac and cheese. You did miss everything. She's not getting any shit from anyone. Yeah, no, she's been quiet through the whole thing. She's the one person I don't think made a video today. How do you protect children if they do a YouTube channel from crazy people or mean people? Nah, this channel's not mean people. We have great. This channel's like 99% women. And everyone knows it's me. But I heard Google on Air is going away, which I won't be so disappointed. Like, I like what Oni and John and Jay do. I don't know what they use. It's not me in here. No, it's not me in here at all. Disconnect the internet, best protection. And where is Dirk? I don't know where he is tonight. Zoom. But Zoom. That's what they use as Zoom? I didn't know. I thought Zoom they just used for calling. Oh, fuck. I'm going to get Zoom then. That's how they do those video calls. All right, we're getting Zoom. Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. Oh, I'm totally getting it. What's Waddy? Dirk is filming a scene with Roller Girl. Dirk, he really doesn't miss my lives. Zoom, yes. I am so getting Zoom then. And, what's his name said it's cheap. Gray told me it was cheap. Sorry, Kyle, I'm going to do another one this weekend under Recovery Prescribed Channel. Yes, Zoom. I tried that before through OBS. See, I have OBS. Zoom is free. Zoom's not free. Everything I looked at for Zoom was $10. Like, even Grace said it was like $10 a month. Everyone, Wisconsin residents, make sure you vote on April 2nd. And Travis, it was a pleasure having you. Yes, you answered a question. Think if I could, I would. I think it was Zoom he said he used for call-ins. It's analyzed channel gone again. Good, it should be gone. Hopefully she listened to me last night. I mean, honestly, I don't think I have that much influence over anybody, but hopefully she did. I mean, I doubt I had anything to do with it, but you never know. YouTube with an actual attorney watching, not... no, Travis is an actual attorney. And when he first messaged me, when he first came around, I actually looked him up. Is this guy an attorney, or is it just some... flub on YouTube? But he is. He's an actual attorney in Texas. Mandy, he's in Texas, by the way. I was being honest, but it's, I also told, is Travis gone now? Probably not. I'm poking at the dick attorney. Her channel is still there. Party went on. Where can I hire him? Phoebe, where are you, Phoebe? I was about to click. Yeah, Mandy lives in Texas too. Welcome, Mistral. So everyone go to Pink's other channel. Thanks. It's actually lighting. It's a little more orangey. I forgot what part. I don't think she'll admit it. That she'll tell you now. But I know she's in Texas. So Pink has a channel all about addiction and recovering addiction. So please go to... you guys need to change your channel names. Get URLs. You can get it like with the first, I think, 200 subs. And this way it's just like youtube.com/PURPLEXEDQT. Not sex addiction, Travis. Not sex addiction. Pink, I just prescribed. I love when you guys say that. Prescribed. Pink, I will sub as soon as this is over. So everyone sub to Pink's new channel. Why are you saying that to me? I'm joking. Phoebe! No, but he can come to my sexy trivia night. Yeah, Pink has sexy trivia nights. So you guys don't know, Pink does parody. For anyone that doesn't know, Pink does parody, and she's really, really good at it. She comes up with all these different characters. Floyd was swept me off my feet, but then disappeared. I think he got hit by, like, the Dukes of Hazzard car or something. And she really does some good stuff. I need donations for a lash fill. Help me, I'm poor. And Mandy has the sickest eyes you've ever seen. And the sickest ring. We can't forget about the ring. If anyone doesn't know, I'm in love with Mandy's ring. But that's not a secret. Floyd is in jail? Oh no! Why is Floyd in jail? Floyd's my favorite. KCC is Karen? Yeah. She has a few names. Okay, I have you on tablet, but I'm going to my room. Going to my room to Zoom. Pink Lady, look, I'm so grateful for everything you post on recovery. I'm new to recovery. Oh, Liz. One day at a time, honey. I'm a recovering addict. I'll always be an addict, no matter what. Maybe that's why I'm crazy. Too many drugs. Doll, her ring is amazing. I make her show it every time. I said, don't ever leave me alone, because then I'm going to swipe it. Mandy's mom has it going on. What was your drug of choice? Cocaine. Not crack, just snorting cocaine. Pink, can you post your channel? Pink's been posting it forever. I'm swiping, no swiping. Ah. Now Mandy, like, be afraid if we ever meet. She'd be like, I can't put my ring down. I would never steal. I just play around, but her ring is beautiful. Karen, is that Pink's link that you posted? Ever watch the Alabama rehab thing on YouTube? No, I have not. Purple ring course, what I make in a year. Her ring probably costs more than you and I make together in a year. Bye, Travis. It's like a size 4. Sorry, it wouldn't fit. Definitely wouldn't fit. I don't think I can get a 4 on the top half of my pinky anymore. When I got married in 1995, my ring finger was a 5. After kids, my mom gave it to me, like, because she was holding it all these years. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll, like, wear it again on the other hand because it's such a beautiful ring. And, yeah, it had to be sized, like, to, like, an 8. I was like, damn. Yeah, for real. Only a elementary school teacher and elementary student can steal it. I agree. I was 10 when you got married. Don't make me old. Don't forget sub Pink because I'll be posting updates on recovery. That's right. Everyone post to Pink. Karen's also posting the link. Slander, libel, meanness. You're a hotter older sister. Alright, I'll live with that. I wear a 4.5. You guys are small. No joke. Mandy's eyes are sick. They really are. Like crazy sick. Thank you, awesome people. You Pink, you're awesome. I was talking about you earlier before you got here. What was Brian said more hurtful to him than what his BFF Jay said by calling gay people the F word? I don't know about that. Yeah, you sure? I was talking about you. I said nice things. No, I think we were talking about Lady A. And I said what really pissed me off about her is what she did to you. Or Southerns like myself and husband white trash. Thank you, Anthony. You're from the other channel. I was just saying nobody comes over. Pinky video at your mom was incredible. Made me cry. Pinky actually helped motivate me. Take that. Oh, Liz, that's awesome. Pink, did you read that? That you actually helped motivate her to take that leap of faith. That's awesome, Liz. That is so awesome. Liz, boy, if you don't mind me asking, what was your drug of choice? If you don't mind. I do love Pink. I met all you guys because of Pink. See, Pink, I always said the same thing, that if you can help one person change the course of their life, you've met your life goals. I've always said that. Of course I remember you, Anthony. What do you think? I forget am I making a murder, peeps? My son's an addict too, but nobody wants to listen to me. Her relapse when I asked, so I've been dealing with that. It's hard. Then I asked 4 years in prison just to relapse 2 months out. That's hard. Daughter gets annoyed because she's 23 and everyone thinks we're sisters. She's like my mom. She's engaged in Niagara Falls this New Year's Eve and everyone thought I was her best friend. Aww. Anthony, I thought it was pretty good too. I really did. Others didn't so agree with me. Like the one time that I am like pro Zellner and people saying, no, it's not that big of a deal. I'm like, yes, it is. My brother's an addict and bipolar. That's right. My brother's a cop. I was the black sheep. Look at Janelle posting links nonstop. No need to embarrass. Oh, you don't have to tell me. It's okay. But I also want to tell you about another channel, Pink. You should hook up with him. His name's Derek. He's the one that told me about Patreon, by the way. And I hate myself for not remembering his last name. But he went through, he's been on YouTube for 3 years since he started his heroin cleanup. And now he's been clean 3 years. He has some pretty intense videos. If you went to pills, I mean, pills don't go from pills to cocaine. So I'm pretty sure I know what you meant. But just to let you know, you got to see this guy Derek's videos. Let me find him. I can't believe I can't think of his name all of a sudden. Don't hate me, Derek. And he's my friend too. And I can't remember his last name all of a sudden. Derek Lambert. Lambert. You should hook up with him, Pink. He's been through a lot. And then his brother was also a heroin addict, and his brother got hooked on heroin, and he hasn't had as much success. But he's still there for his brother, and he's a really good guy. Young, too. He's cute as hell, but he's married. Yeah, I'll tell you this much, Liz. He's nice to look at. He's way too young for me. He's like 21. But he's definitely nice to look at. He's cute. Pink, I'll let him know. I know, right? No, he is. When he first came into Making a Murderer, my uncensored group, my gay friend John was like, oh my God, who is this guy? I can watch him talk for hours. Hey, he's a looker. He's cute. Oh, Mac and Cheese, you know who he is? It's Pink, I definitely will. Let me, hang on, let me do this now. If I click this, I hope I didn't just lose you guys. I didn't lose you guys, right? All right. All right, let me hit him up. All right, I just sent him a text. Boop boop boop. There you guys are. But yeah, he's a really awesome guy. He's actually the one that told me to do Patreon. I was like, nah, I feel stupid. He's like, no, I'm telling you, do it. He's like, you deserve it, blah, blah, blah. And I said, all right. Herbie Herb has a cute channel. Yes, she does. Good night, Herbie Herb. I always thought that was such a cute name, Herbie Herb. Where you going, Pink? I'm just starting my journey, rolling this together. Liz, you want to know something? Is this your first time trying to go clean or multiple times? Because honest with you, it took me forever to get sober. Forever. Like forever, forever. Not sober. It's quit cocaine. I didn't really have a problem with anything else. It was just cocaine. And you may fall, and that's okay. I can't even tell you how many times I fell. Over the years, I probably tried, I don't know, 50 times, and I failed 50 times. And then it just came back that I had to, you know, like, one day I woke up and said, I can't do this anymore. Like, I just can't. And I didn't. I've never done it again. But that was 2008. But, you know, taking the first step is all that matters. But you know what does help, Liz? I thought it was going to help, like, me doing a diet, but it doesn't seem to be working out that way. But Derek said what got him through was doing videos. Because he knew people were... And he relapsed twice in the beginning. And then he finally stuck it out and got sober. And that's the other thing. If you try and you fail, it's so much better than never trying at all. And I used to justify all my failures with that. Yeah, you don't get a community page. Perhaps I'm still trying every day. It's a fight. It's just a matter of one day, it's just going to happen. I never, ever, ever thought, thank you, RKF. I never, ever, ever thought that I would ever not want cocaine. Like, no matter what, no matter how bad things got, no matter how many fucking rehabs I went through, no matter how many times I said I'm never going to do it again, no matter how hard, like, I never did anything crazy. Like, you know, I don't, like, when I went to, like, NA meetings, I'd be like, I don't have a problem compared to these people. These people are crazy. But that mentality kept me going back for more. But I made very good money. I had a very good job. Like, I paid all my own shit. So I never thought, like, I really had a problem. Until one day I realized I have a problem. But I couldn't stop. I don't even like the fucking drug, and I couldn't stop. And I didn't like the way it made me feel. I didn't like the way paranoid I got. Like, it was horrible, but yet I still did it. And then it was that one day that me and my ex, and he was a shooter. I'm not a shooter. I never shot. I shot once and I didn't like it. But it was that one day I just woke up and I looked at him. I said, we cannot do this anymore. And I knew that I had to stop to get him to stop. And I did. Mac and cheese, that's funny. The only thing I can say I was addicted to is cigarettes. I'm still addicted to cigarettes. Now, that's the thing, too. I am not embarrassed to say that my addictive personality, I still have. That'll never change. I am addicted to shopping. I'm addicted to cigarettes. I'm addicted to a lot of things. But as you get older, you kind of learn to deal with it and, you know, how to handle it and priorities. And then you have kids and everything else. But without my kids, I don't know if I would have ever stopped. All right, RKF. See, I did it even when I didn't want it anymore. Like, I still did it. It was horrible. Meth, heroin, pills. Addiction is worse now. After being in prison, literally 2 months out. That's horrible sarcasm. I'm addicted to MAM everything. That works. Can I become a creator channel from this name? No, you can. I was addicted to working out. I wish I was addicted to working out. I need to start working out. I don't know what the fuck my problem is lately. I have my new glasses on. I love them, Mac. Love them. If anyone wants info on live stream for recovery prescribed, make sure you sub to me. Unfortunately, I don't have community page. I'll keep passing around, Pink. And I'll get Derek to contact you as well. Phoebe Wildman. He wasn't bad looking. Who's Phoebe Wildman? I got timed out. Why'd you get timed out? So, Liz, yeah. So, honestly, and Doll Factory for you, too. One step at a time. One day at a time. One thing I can tell you that I would laugh at over and over and over, because, like, for me personally, I have a friend that was addicted, a very good friend who was addicted to heroin for a long time. She needed NA meetings. I didn't like the meetings. I felt like they made me think I wanted to do drugs. So do what is best for you. Whatever works for you. There's not one person that can tell you what's going to work for you if it didn't work for them. You know, like, just because it works for one doesn't mean it's going to work for all. The bottom line is, you, just like anything, you have to want it bad enough. And as long as you want it bad enough, you'll make it happen. Don't beat yourself up if you fail. Don't beat yourself up if you relapse. Relapse is part of recovery. They say that you relapse 10 times before you actually go into recovery. So just keep that in mind too. I went to Amy, it made me want to use. That's what I said, Liz. I seriously said that. Like, I was like, I can't do this. I was like, these people make me want to get high. I listen to their stories. I'm like, I ain't got a problem. I'll travel 20 miles for double shots. It was believe me, Liz, I'm the same way. I'm just lucky I'm not in jail. Like, seriously. For the shit I did, I drove from Vegas to California with like a half a kilo of cocaine in a rental car. I don't know how I don't get, and I was high as a kite. I don't know how the fuck I lived, or I've been put in some weird situations. I haven't gotten in trouble with the law, nothing like that. That's good. Am I wrong? Diane do a live last week. Diane's been on vacation. She'll be back Thursday. She's in St. Thomas getting a tan. I did have anxiety, Crow. I did. But I was so high I didn't really think about it. But I figured I was in a rental car. But yeah, I've done some fucked up shit. Like, stuff that would have landed me in jail for a long time. It could easily happen, right? And what do I go to jail for? A custody fight. Like, so stupid. You know, I could have been in jail numerous times for major stuff. I used to drive around paranoid. I don't know how I didn't kill anybody. Like, literally drive around because I was too paranoid to go home. But, like, I really shouldn't have been driving either. I know people to whom it has happened. It can happen that easily. It's scary. But I'm not embarrassed to talk about it either. Like, I haven't done it since 2008, but it is what it is. It was a part of my life. I don't regret it. I mean, I kind of regret it, but I didn't fuck up my nose or anything. I never escalated to crack. It's just a part of my life that made me who I am. You know, like, I'll talk about it all day. Like, it is what it is. Methadone saved my life. It's not for everyone, but it's worked for the last 10 years. Hey, whatever works. Max was a coke addict. Well, the paranoia is unreal. I sat on my parents' bed with a butcher's knife at like 2 o'clock in the morning saying that somebody was out to kill me. Literally sat on their bed. Or I stood over their bed with a fucking huge knife in my hand. It was horrible. Horrible. I don't know how my parents survived me. I did. My mom will still laugh at that story. Like, it wasn't funny then. But looking back, my dad was like, she needs help. Like, now. I mean, can you imagine, like, your 20-something-year-old daughter? But it was that incident combined with my bulimia and anorexia. It was all the same time. So my brain was all fucked up. And that was when my dad gave me, I don't know how many of you guys have said it, have heard it. I've said it before, but the day before I was going into rehab, my dad sat me down and said, you know, the rehab, I was still using cocaine, but they were more worried about the bulimia because I was orange and my skin was bad and everything. And I was way too thin. And so they were putting me in rehab the next day. I was 27 or 28. And they said to me, you know, Laura, my dad says, every parent fucks up their kids one way or another. And when you have kids, you're going to see that you're going to fuck them up too. The goal, though, is to make sure that you don't fuck them up too bad that they can't ever come back. And it was the greatest. Now that I have kids, I thought it was the greatest saying ever. And he's right. Dual diagnosis. Well, that's what it was. I did cocaine because I didn't eat. And then when I did eat, I threw up and I felt guilty about eating. So I did cocaine. It was this vicious cycle that I went on forever. Did you have undiagnosed ADHD? Oh, I was diagnosed, but back then it wasn't a real diagnosis. But I always knew something was wrong. I'm on Adderall now. Adderall saved me in a lot of ways. If you overcome that, but it was tough. Bulimia was very tough. Bulimia was way tougher than anything else. Thanks, Pumpkin. But like I said, you know, it's just like in sales. I do sales. Well, I used to do sales. But it's just like in sales. You know, helping someone else helps you. And a lot of people don't understand that theory. But if, you know, my story can help somebody else, then it's worth it, you know. And knowing, if people knew how much drugs I actually did, and all the craziest things like I went through, and like driving from California to Vegas and locking myself in the Rio hotel and thinking that I was going to get killed, and all these windows, you know, like the Rio's all open and I thought somebody was going to come in. You know, I didn't even have a cell phone on me and there was a knock at the door and somebody was caught. I mean, crazy shit. Why I'm still alive, I don't even know, because I probably shouldn't be. But I mean, crazy shit I did. And my 20s. My late husband had a dual diagnosis. Unfortunately, died 2 years after recovery. Oh, I'm sorry. Good night, Ask Go Heavy. This is why I adore you in your channel. You're a straight up shooter. You don't have to pull away this beat. No, I am me. I should get my mom on one day. She'll tell you all the stories. She's like, she was fucking crazy. I should have mom night. Like, Mom, remember when I stood over the bed with the butcher's knife? Wait, K Mello, your late husband, but you're gay. I'm confused. Just came back and the real story has been interested. What the heck? I did some crazy shit in Vegas. I'm not gonna lie. But the thing was, I don't even know what the fuck I was suffering from. I had a wonderful upbringing. I was spoiled to death. I had wonderful parents. I had supportive parents. I had a wonderful father, like, who was my hero my entire life. Every single other person in my family, nobody's an addict, and maybe workaholics, but like nobody had drug problems. No, I was like total black sheep. I don't even know how I got so fucked up. Pink did start a second channel, Letha. And the links are all above. Pink posted again. My ex on a coke bench sent me a picture accusing me of cheating. Oh my God, Liz. I have gotten that exact same story. Oh my God. Except he took a picture in his pocket and then said that he could tell the outline was me sleeping with his friend. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I still don't live that down, honestly. It's my kid's father. Self-medicating for your ADHD. Yeah, but I've been on Adderall long enough. I've been on Adderall like 12 years already. 10 or 12 years. Found us going to meetings when he was ordered. Thanks, Pink. Letha, there's the new channel. Sorry for my children. They were all teens when he died. The oldest stay at home. Second, Iraq. Third just got a JMU to be a psychologist. Good for them. Right, but my friend, there's nothing you can do. She has to. That's exactly right. Oh my God, I was deep in the closet. I see that. I'm like, wait a second. What do you mean, husband? Oh, I thought you were doing Sunday, Pink. You're killing me. I was deep in the closet too, K Mello, but different closet. When I was a teenager, I had a bad problem with hallucinogenics when I was like young, like way young. And I used to get grounded all the time. And I'll never forget sitting on my bed. And I had a full conversation with my posters. And I really thought they were real. It was insane. Where did Holy Jamala's Batman come from? That I always say that. I'm like, holy crap, Batman. Oh, Liz, I tripped my way through 10th grade. Like, I shit you not. I literally tripped my way through 10th grade. We used to have typing class. And, you know, then it was typewriters. It was like 85. 10th grade, I graduated 88. So it would have been like 86. And, like, we had real typewriters to learn on. And I was tripping balls, like, every day. It was horrible. Horrible. And that's awesome, Karen. If I struggle with kids too, but the way more women with me. Jeans. YouTube chat does audio of commentators. Feta cheese. Who gave you your first drug? I took my first hit of mescaline before I even took a sip of beer. I was 13 and I was hanging out with older kids and someone said, hey, we got mescaline for like $3 a hit. I was like, okay. And I was like, what is it? Like, oh, you're going to feel great, blah, blah, blah. I said, all right, I'll try it. I don't care. And I tried it. That went on a 3-year binge. Mescaline was huge on Long Island in the 80s. Huge. It was so easy to get. Yeah, no, it was so easy to get. Like, because when you're at school and somebody has mescaline, you know, you take a pen and you just stick it in the back of a pen cap and, you know, you could fit like 50 hits in it. So, I mean, we went to high school. My high school was not small. And you can even ask Makeup Mobster. Like, the high school had like 1,700 in our graduating class alone. So, a drug dealer did very, very well at our high school. Pink's farts. He used Suboxone. My ex uses Suboxone. Then I found needles. He already almost lost his arm to compartment syndrome. Wow. He will not admit he has an addiction. That's tough. Did your parents talk about drugs? Yeah, my parents were hippies. My parents were big pot smokers, but they were hippies. I was stoned through 13 to 22. Drunk every night, weekend from 14 till 2 months. There you go, Janelle. I didn't do it, but yes, it was on stamps. That's acid. Acid was on stamps. Mescaline was those little tiny pills. And the worm at the bottom of a tequila. It is, but you don't trip like that. You don't trip like it's not that good of a trip. You trip for like, you just laugh for hours. I liked it. I mean, my kids ever did, I'd break their necks, but I liked it. Now, I heard heroin is big on Long Island. Sherry, you remember that though. Like back in the 80s, mescaline was everywhere. Sarcasm, I think I would do the same thing. I really think I would put my kid in jail if it got rough. If that's the only way to save his life, I would. Always been too paranoid to take anything else. And our cab driver had a number of drugs he offered us. It was crazy. That's crazy. I mean, my dad did a couple of drugs like in the 60s and 70s. Like, he would tell us stories, but not like I did. I took it to a whole new level. I was bodybuilding in high school. I remember all friends did it. Yeah, it was big. I mean, I don't think it's even around now. Like, you can get acid or shrooms. I don't think actual mescaline's around. And you never really hallucinated on mescaline. You just laughed and you just felt really numb. But I can tell you, too, I had flashbacks for years. Years. Like, my body would go numb. I would feel like I was tripping. I would say for at least 20 years later. I think sometimes now I'll still get one once in a while. But not like I did then. Like, all growing up, I get these weird flashbacks of just, like, my whole body would go numb. And it was horrible. Ecstasy was my favorite. Loved ecstasy. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I did ecstasy with somebody a total of like 5 years. 2 years back in the late 90s. And then I did it, or it was late 90s. And then I did it again in 2009 for a year. Oh, loved it. 2008, yeah. I stopped coke in 2008, but I did ecstasy met him in 2007 to 2008, or 2008, 2009, something like that. But yeah, I've done my share of drugs, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not, like, ashamed of it. It is what it is. I mean, I wouldn't do it now. I haven't done it in, 2008, 18, 19, so going on 11 years. I wouldn't even thinking about doing it now. All right, Doll Factory. Oh, it was the best. I think my son was created on ecstasy. I really do. I wouldn't tell him that, but I really do. I think it was an E-trip. I have a brother who's a New York City detective who never touched drugs in his life. Straight as an arrow. And speed. Love my speed. But speed I did when I was young. But yeah, he was good. He never turned on me, but our dealer got arrested, so that was that. I never got it again after that. So it was kind of a good thing he got arrested. Well, when did I meet Brad? 2006? I'm trying to think. My son was born in 2007. I met him in, so I met him in 2006. So it was before I quit cocaine. So it was 2006 to 2007 I did ecstasy for the last time. Then dealer got arrested. Cool, you don't get crazy with substances, I mean. I've been drunk many of times. Was it expensive? My ex had money. That's the one that put me through the custody fight. I didn't pay for anything. He was easy to get drugs from. If everyone's honest, we all have that one thing that wants to control us. Mine just switches all the time. But like drugs, that one day when I woke up in 2008, I just said I don't do this anymore. Like I can't do this anymore. I have kids. Like I just can't do it anymore. And it was the last time I ever did it. Never even looked back. If someone could put drugs in front of me now, I had to have no desire to do it. Just not my thing. Alcohol and nicotine. Oh, I smoke. That I do. I just won't smoke on camera. Do you have withdrawals? I haven't, but cocaine is not a physical withdrawal drug. People think it is, but it's not. Cocaine is a mental addiction. It's not physical. Heroin's physical, but cocaine is all in the brain. But I'm also that type of person. When I really put my mind to it, I can stop. I could just stop. I've done it with cigarettes. I've done it with, I go back, but, that day with cocaine changed my whole life. It's when I'm done with something, I'm done. There's no turning back. Like, I don't relapse. Like, when I'm fully done, I'm done. And that's how it was with drugs. I was just done. My mom gave me my first balloon. Ouch. Addiction is a disease. Be thankful you're addicted. Can't smoke. Cane is not. You are correct. I won't lie. I did it in the 80s. Luckily, I stopped as I was heading towards addiction. See, I've always been an addict of like different things, but cocaine was the only real thing that had a hold on me for many, many, many years. Nothing else really. Like, my ex would do acid around me. I didn't feel like doing it. Cocaine was the only drug that ever came first over all my other responsibilities, including my kids. But the twins were babies at the time. But I knew I had my mom and dad to help me. But cocaine was the only thing that ever took precedence. Anything else, I was like, no, I got to pay bills or this or that. Cocaine took over. I had a cocaine addiction, nearly cost me my marriage. Aww. But now you guys are good, right, Anthony? Just got here. What were you addicted to? Cocaine. Long time. I've been clean 11 years. I was on my knees looking for a piece of cocaine. Ooh, you were a smoker. Everyone was doing it. Yeah, I was thinking about that too, that, back in the 80s, it had to be early 80s, like before 85. But, you used to walk into the mall, you smoke cigarettes, But you'd walk into the mall and you could wear razor blades around your neck, and there were places that sold razor blades. Like, it was a weird time. I went through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. Yeah, nice one, Eric Cozy. I suppose I would say that I fell into a bottle after my MM passed. I was 24, single with a 2-year-old. Never quite dealt with it. When my dad died, I said, you know what? If I don't go back to drugs, it'll be a miracle. And I didn't. I said, you know what? That's when I really knew I was done. And it also, you get to the point after years of like not using it that you can talk about it. Because like 10 years ago, I couldn't talk about it without wanting to do it. You know, like, I mean, have I still think about it once in a while? Sometimes, but I still wouldn't do it. It's not that override. It's like a passing thought. Like, man, I had some crazy ass times. The age of grade 60s were weird, confusing. Kids were nuts. It's hard. Sarcasm, believe me, I know. I'm raising one. Whether anyone wants to believe me or not, I am raising one. I am deathly afraid of what he's going to turn into. But he's got me for an addict. He's got his dad as an addict. And I know he's an addict. I did kick its ass. I think any blood will be better than the current stuff. Should someone just call me at this hour? My main addiction is food. My main addiction has turned into food. Hey, Katie. I am cutting this. I got to be up in 4.5 hours. Good night, Pink Honey. Have fun with your mom tomorrow. And everyone go to Pink's channel. I'm going to sub now. Pink, post the link one more time. Pink, post the link one more time and I'll post it in the box. Description box. I wish I was retired. I need to start looking for a new job, actually. I know, Foxy Roxy, I saw it. Thank you. I got up to 411. I'm down by 100. Kat, are you on Facebook at all? Because I started a group on Facebook called the QT Chubbies. And it started out, we were all gung-ho on the New Year's Eve about going on a diet. And a lot of us slipped. Tanya didn't. Tanya's down 10. I lost 4, then I gained a few. Then I lost, then I gained. But I really need to get serious. All right, look up QT Chubbies. Actually, let me get the link. Karen did this whole thing for the group and everything. Hold on, let me get the link. I keep saying I'm going to go back into it full swing. And I'm going to get this weight off. All right, here's the link. It's called the QT Chubbies. Anyone on Facebook who wants to lose weight, the more the merrier. I started and kind of failed it. But I need to lose like 50, 60 pounds. So the whole mentality was like a lot of support. And I don't know, I just failed it. I stopped doing it. It was bad. Good night, guys. And again, any of you guys, if you're on Facebook, you want to join QT Chubbies, there's the link. It's the QT Chubbies. Thought it was a cute little name. Now, I do need to, I've gained a lot of weight. And you know how I know I need to lose weight even more? Is my feet are getting swollen. That tells me I've gained weight. Like, no joke. So, Crow, come join. I'll be in bed by 5. Shit, I'm already working at 5. I'm telling you, I do. I'm chubby. Trust me, I am. Keto did nothing for me. I gained weight on keto. It does not work for me. I tried millions of times. It doesn't work. I'll worry about my later to later day. There you go. All right, guys. Pink, do Sunday. I do Saturday nights. Do Sunday. Grant referred you to the dark-haired one with the slim face. No, look at my chin. I'm getting like my grandma. You have to have sex to get pregnant. I haven't had sex in a while. Keto targets, you have to hit the sweet spot. I did better on paleo. I would do fine on keto or paleo if I didn't have kids. But it's so expensive to feed all of them, and I can't afford it. And when you're a single mom, thanks, Foxy. When you're a single mom and you have one gluten-free kid, one of them should be gluten-free, but it's not dire important. But my son has to be gluten-free, and that's where all the expense goes for the food. Plus, he eats so much. There's no way I could do keto. Like, I try to cut out, you know, like tonight we had salad and with a little bit of chicken in it. Like, I'm trying because my son needs to lose weight. Not the tall one, the little one. He needs to lose weight, so it's hard. Good night. I'll be back to see the nice things you say. I did say nice things about you. Oh, Mac, it's crazy expensive. I went from $129 to $139 this winter, so I just started Tai Chi. That means I would actually have to leave my house. But that was part of the reason I went lighter. Because I felt like, you know, I was thin most of my life as a blonde. And then so many things happened at once and I gained so much weight. And I was dark and I didn't want to stay dark because it just reminds me of being fat. So I figure if I go lighter, it'll kick me into gear more. I don't know. I'm not saying my mentality is like an addict. Let's leave it at that. Yeah, my kids are past childcare and I work from home. So, I mean, I'm always here. Plates fun to do on the Pilates. Yeah, I was saying that to my daughter. We have a huge living room and nobody ever uses it. Tai Chi, I'll try it. I even get free Beachbody. We get it free through work and I never even use it. I'm like, why don't I use it? I have access to zillions of videos and I don't even use it. I've gotten lazy. But summer's coming. And when I was cleaning, you know, Project Re-Room and I had to redo my closet and I'm seeing all these clothes that I don't fit and that won't fit me by summer, kind of depressing. Belly dancing. You don't want to see my belly dance. It'd be like, shoo. No. All right, guys, I am cutting this. I got to go to bed. I love you guys. I can't believe we went 3 hours in the middle of the week on a Monday. That's crazy. So, but I love you guys. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Check out my other channel as well, which is my main channel, which is PURPLEXEDQT. And if you want to become a Patreon and join all those crazy ass Patreons, the link is below, patreon.com. I know Janelle's been posting it all night. And Karen and Phoebe and everybody else. And you guys are awesome. Awesome job to the mods. Valerie and everyone has been awesome. And thank you to the new subs. And what else? What am I forgetting? If you're chubby and you want to join the QT Chubbies, you're more than welcome. And let's not spread around, you know, I was a cocaine addict because we know that's going to spread like wildfire. And thanks, Wyatt. I'm trying to think what else. I think that's it. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. So I love you guys. I will see you guys. So Saturday, I hope Pink changes it because I go live every Saturday night. Thanks for can I be an honorary QT Chubby? You can. I can't bring myself to have You have to have a Facebook account. Ah, thanks, Yippee Skippy. You have to have a Facebook account. I'm a new sub. I just saw it. It came up. Thank you, Yippee. Read up on... Oh, Ziggy, I will. And by the way, I meant to tell you this. Cindy, if you're listening, I saw the story lightly, but I have to read it. If you're a $20 Patreon, it's $20 a month. You can pick a story that I do. I know I've been slacking a little on, Patreon divisions, but if a $20 Patreon, they get to pick a story that I do on anything. It could be their family members. It could be anything. So I just want to throw that out there as well. Or you could be a $1 Patreon and you can still get in a crazy ass chat. But the crazy ass chat is on Facebook though. Gray covered breath tonight. Why is there any? Cindy, you're here. That's funny. I just mentioned you. I haven't seen you all night. And I just mentioned you. Is there anything new on breath? I don't think there's anything new, is it? Cindy, you already are. Silly. But I saw that I saw the highlight of what you wrote, and I mean, if you want, I'll definitely do a story on it. Not a problem. Do I give a senior discount? Well, you can do a $1 Patreon. I was just saying for the 20 Patreons. And some people start out at $1 or $5 and then, see what it's about and bump up. Nobody pinned the cell towers. Okay. Yeah, he does that though. He like maps things out and pins things. I just talk my big mouth. But Cindy, seriously, I was going to tell you on that after I read it. Like, if you want me to do a full story on it, I have no problem doing that. I know that's why I think it would be a great topic. I just followed you on Facebook. Sweet. Yeah, the Double Loop podcast was awesome. It really was. It was a great interview. All right, guys, me and Kermit are out. And I will answer any emails, Patreon stuff, anything. I'm going to answer tomorrow after work. I really got to get to bed. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys probably Wednesday. What's today, Monday? Yeah, Wednesday. Wednesday or Thursday. Probably Wednesday. And Liz, one day at a time, honey. And same thing with you, Doll Factory. One day at a time. Never, ever look past today. And believe me, it will keep you clean every day. I promise you. So, good night, guys. Liz, I really mean that. Every day. Never look past today. Never look past today. Just say to yourself, you're going to get high tomorrow, but you're not going to do it today. You'll be amazed how long that day turns into years. But really look up Derek Lambert. He's amazing, and he's so cute to look at. Just don't look at his wife. She's like drop dead gorgeous, but we don't care about her. I'm so mean. So, all right, guys, I will see you. And Fluffernutter Butter. A lot of you guys, newbies, don't know Fluffernutter Butter. He's my picture. He's my baby. So, yeah, she's beautiful. But I was like, I'm not going to look at her. So, but he's hot. Like, literally, he's hot. And Liz, you're not alone. And if you ever need to talk, just reach out to me. I've been there, done that. Like, seriously, you're not alone. And I know exactly what you're feeling about not wanting to go to NA meetings. I'm telling you, I hated them. I thought it was the stupidest shit in the world. Hated them. Love that little man. You can clone him for me. He just had, not him, but his mommy and daddy just had puppies. Absolutely, Liz. Laura Keck, K-E-C-K is my Facebook. Reach out to me anytime. All right. I'm going to close out. Good night, guys. Love you.